Latha, and Donovan.
You are now rocking with the Bunt, the number one podcast in skateboarding. Brought to you by the number one shoe in skateboarding, Vans. Year after year, season after season, Vans always holding us down. Massive shout out to Vans on this very special season finale. Y'all know exactly what it is. I'm D Jones. I got my main man, the Ghost, with me. We got the tag team duo of Sin, Ants One, and Richie Valdez behind the scenes, cool always team. Killing it. Ghost, man, you know, I always reserve this for the very special guests, but like this is top tier. People always come in the post office and say, who are the dream guests? And for you, this name, year after year again, ringing a bell. Can't knock this one off the list. And then finally it happens, man. Tell the people what we have the pleasure of listening to this week.
He's sick of hearing it, but we've got Arto, wake up. Let's go skate, man. We got him on the pod after all these years, bro. Met him fucking maybe 13 years ago. Had his number. He iced me many times over the years, and then I'd given up. Dono reached out. All of a sudden, he's down. Was it me? I don't know, but I don't care because we got Arto in the building. What an honor and a privilege. I actually think, I was thinking about it after watching all his parts in preparation for this. I think he's like a universal top 5 skater, but that you can forget is in your top 5. And then you go watch a part or two and you're like, Jesus Christ, he was like the GOAT of an era. Just the style and grace for the size of a human he is, it makes no sense. He's just fucking built different, built to skate, and just an epic career. And it was so wicked to fucking catch up with him a couple hours. Funny ass dude. And thank you, Arto, for pulling up on the pod, man. Oh, after that, I thought it was over. After Arto,
it may as well be, dude.
Yeah. No, we got the final post office of the season. Hit us all off season. We'll try and do a bonus one. And then, of course, wrapping it up with some football talk. You know what I'm saying? The regular season is dwindling away. And I'm saying right now, we'll be back before the Super Bowl. So
that would be great.
Chat some shit.
That would
you know
be
what I'm
great.
saying?
How many months is that? So if we are December,
mid-Feb, right?
I mean,
yeah, we got that.
Should be.
Yeah.
I can't take all the credit. Richie Valdez ran into Arto. I think they did some work together. Richie then gave me his number. Then I hit him up. So mostly thanks to Richie, you know.
Oh shit! All right,
the
Richie
guy just does way too much for us now, dude. It's crazy, man. Okay, he's gonna be looking for a raise, and we just hired him, man. But he's worth it. Yeah, man. Y'all know what to do. Hit us up on our Instagram, The Bunt Live. Holler at our YouTube, youtube.com/@thebuntlive. Our Patreon, patreon.com/thebunt. And then head over to the website, thebuntlive.com. Every episode logged for your listening pleasure. Ghost, the last one of the year. Not year, but it might be the year, depending on when we get back. So that may make sense. But it's the Ghost shout out of the week. Hit me with it, man.
All right, man. You know what time it is. Shout out of the week brought to you by The Den, a skate video app and home of The Den TV, your 24-hour skate video channel. Picture this. It's the last day of the week. Sorry. Picture this. It's the last day of a week-long trip. You're sore, beaten and battered, and you've been claiming a death-defying backflip all week. And today's your last shot to get the clip. If you were to bunt now, you'd never hear the end of it. You just need an extra bit of hype before you hit the streets. That's where The Den comes in. You download the app at the Airbnb and let it run. It fires you up to hop on the absolute monster of a rail, and next thing you know, you're rolling away. The Den TV is the true inspiration for the streets. Watch now on iPhone, Android, web, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. All right, Donald. I've got a bit of a massive shout out.
I know you probably have a couple.
It's SOTY season.
It's been a busy week or two.
We're not going to be on the airwaves when all that starts to get real crazy, but it started. So let me rifle through a few, and then I'll pick my mega, the true one. But let's start with TJ's part. And I don't know if this, maybe I shouldn't say, but let's just say he's got more coming. So we'll have a little Soey discussion after this. But TJ,
hit him with a little info.
Yo, TJ told me he half cabbed over the Hollywood 16 rail. He was trying fakey ollie, and then like he tweaked a little something. He was like, oh shit. So he just half cabbed it. Like that is like fourth trick he's done over that. Like he's a Tiba photo, a shout out. Tej, you're an animal. I hope you win Sodi. I can't wait to see what else you got cooking up. Fucking legend. Next up, we got E2. And I'm sorry, my G, I'm not even going to try and pronounce your last name, but E2, you're one of my favorite up-and-coming skaters. You've got Sodi, you know, if you decide to, like, go for it one year and, like, put out a bunch of shit and do that whole shit, I don't know if that's your steez, doesn't seem like it would be, but you've got Sodi talent, that's for damn sure. Then, Box Truck. The Huff vid, dude. I'm sure you watched that. Mason's like making a little sneaky Sodi push, you know what I'm saying? Cromer, he's officially welcome to team Can't Stop, Won't Stop. This fool never stops putting out amazing clips. We love you, Cromer. But Daiki specifically is who I wanted to shout out in that video. The whole video was an absolute pleasure to watch. But that kickflip frontside wall ride, like, it looks so easy, and then when you see the slams he took to get it, like, holy fuck. So shout out to that whole team, a bunch of bosses. Now I've got some names written down that I don't even remember the parts because I just wrote them down. But Patrick Rocco is his nickname, Rogalski. Don't remember the part, but I wrote it down for a reason. So go watch that part. I think it was on free. Thomas Dristis, I think Fakey 5-0 to Massive Indoor Rail.
Like
go check that
vinyl
one.
Part.
Yeah, Vinyl, fucking awesome. Shout out to all our homies at Vinyl. And then there was Wasting Time.
Najera on Vinyl.
Yeah, and the heel flip god, half cab heel crook guy and shit. Wasting Time, EC Melody Crew. I watched that the other day. That was a fun watch. Go check that out if you haven't seen it. And then Montreal, a Montreal crew that I've shouted out before, Volkswagen. They put out a fucking epic video. Love to see it in our country. It's called Yapping, and it's the Volkswagen YouTube, so check that out. And specifically, I think Simon Chauvet and Phil Dulude went absolutely ham. That was the opener and last part, but some amazing skating coming out of Montreal. I know that's a lot, and I'll give the official shout out of the week. Because we want him to win Sodi, let's give it to TJ. But E2, you're right there. And Daiki, all of you, man. That was a bunch of epic shit the last couple weeks, man.
Dude, and shout out to Xander. Going pro.
Oh,
out of nowhere.
Bro. But the part didn't come out yet.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yo, congrats, Xander.
I saw the board.
Yes. Very proud of you. Jacuzzi Unlimited.
Too much news.
Turned our boy pro. We might have to get Xander on next season. I always told them when he got the board, it would be the perfect time to get him on, but the timing, he turned pro right as the season ended. But we'll try and get Xander on next season. Major congrats. Shout out Jacuzzi for doing the right thing.
And Louis Barletta, his boss. He got to come on here too, man. That's how we going. Couple guys from Jacuzzi. You spoke about Sodi. There hasn't been that much talk this year. It hasn't felt like the race it's been in years past. Just break down what's happening with Sodi right now, man, and where you think it's going. Because for me, it's a two-headed race, and none of those guys you mentioned are in the race. Well, TJ is, but like he's not one of the two that I'm thinking the industry is leaning towards.
Okay, I'll give you my full breakdown because a lot of it is. You know what I'm saying? Me and Donald, we can call us industry insiders these days. We hear things these days, you know what I'm saying? Little Ian Rappaport, Adam Schefter vibes. So I'm going to say TJ is solidly in the race. I think he may have two parts coming. Sorry, TJ, if you didn't want that out there. But he ain't done. You dig? That's my pick right there.
That's a ghost bomb.
Zion has another part coming, I believe. You know what I'm saying? So keep your eyes peeled. I think this might be your pick, Jocelyn. You know, we know the tray flip, so he's probably gonna fucking dump it all and try and go mega ham. And then I also hear Tyshawn Jones has been secretly getting insane bangers at all the most famous spots around the world. Hey, that's just what I heard. So that's another. Oh, and Kyle Walker has also been going ham. So brace yourselves, everyone out there. Did I forget anyone? Who are you thinking?
I thought Tom Sharp.
Oh shit, Tom Sharp. My bad. Yeah. Animal.
I think it's an
animal.
I mean, from the wavelengths I'm getting are Tom Sharp versus Jocelyn here, man. But I don't know if Jocelyn's on Lakai. I think that might be an issue for the whole Sodi thing. You know what I mean? But this is a wonderful time of year for skate fans, because if we're getting a Tyshawn part, bangers all around the world like you're talking about, 2 more TJ parts. It's music to my ears.
There's no way
man.
He's going 3. There's no way he's going for 3, man. That's crazy talk. I mean, he could, but not this year.
The crazy thing is, this is a stealable year. You know, this is a very stealable. I look back to the years where Tyshawn, Nyjah, and Louis went toe to toe, so unnecessary. And then even last year with Foy and Elijah going toe to toe, didn't need to do it, man. Just had to wait. Yeah. And this year, someone's coming in at the last second and taking home a trophy. Yeah. Anyways, we're heading almost into the holiday season. The Bunt's over. These Christmas parties, holiday parties are gonna start stacking up. If someone wants to get some Beamers at their Christmas party, where are they going in the city, man?
If you want to bring some home to your own Christmas party, you know what I'm saying? Pull up to Conchi and grab them from the fridge, you know what I'm saying, to go. And that's down the street from me. You might even catch me over there eating a fucking jambon beurre, you get me? So Gerard, Greenwood, pull up. You know what time it is. Conchi, East End, we out here.
Man, I say it all the time. We get legends in Studio E, left, right, and center. But growing up in the golden era of skating that me and Seifa did, and we always talk about our favorite full lengths, and 2 that are always in that discussion, Manic Matty and Sorry. And Arto's in the building, man. It's a beautiful thing. We did it. Arto Saari interview. Let's not chat any longer. Let's get it popping, man. Okay, it is an honor and a privilege to have Arto Saari in the building. What's going on, man?
Not much. How's it? How are you guys doing?
Chilling,
Thanks
man.
for having me. Appreciate it.
Straight chilling, man. Hyped.
Super happy to have you here, man. Now, I don't know if you've listened to many pods before, but we start every show off the same. You got to hit us with your favorite skate moment and your favorite sports moment.
I should have probably looked at these questions before, huh? Favorite sports moment, skateboarding entering the Olympics. Does that count as a sports moment?
We'll give it to you.
I feel like that is a big move. Mm-hmm. Skateboarding and being accepted as a sport. Whether you like to admit it or not, or you consider it as a sport, it's still, I think it's absolutely fantastic. Mm-hmm. Favorite skate moment, same thing. Just kidding. What I'm trying to make this quick. Favorite skate moment. Oh, do I even care about skateboarding anymore? Probably to this day, the most epic skate moment that I witnessed was Chad Muska filming half of his video apart for feedback in one day.
Whoa, you were there?
And
you were there.
Wow.
I was there. And that was one of my first trips. I just got to America, getting on flow with Flip, whatever, just, trying to make it happen, just trying to film some stuff for 401 or whatever. And then got a chance like, hey, Ty's making this film. the new Transworld video, and I've always been a huge fan of all the old Transworld videos. That was like, you would wait for that and be like, who's the filmmaker? Who's the one that's making the video? Who are the guys in it? Like, I mean, I think some of those videos were so cutting edge, and obviously got an invite to go on this AZ trip. I think it was, who was on that? I don't want to get this wrong. I think Jason Dill was on it.
Oh,
Mims, Muska met us there. I think Ali and Greco were already there. They were in Phoenix already. So we went to Phoenix and Vegas. Maybe we're in Tucson too. I don't know. We hit like a couple of cities or whatever. I think it's the same trip. I'm pretty sure. It was like a 17-hour skate day, and chat just went off. Should I wait for that playing? Can you hear it?
it's all good.
Oh, it's all good.
Richie can take it out. And I want to say Chad filmed 17 tricks that day. Like bangers. I mean, there might have been like a kickflip over a can and whatever, like no slides on like a 10 stair hubba or something, like just as like a little warm up filler. But rest of the stuff was pretty gnarly. Like I want to say half the feedback part was filmed that day. You know, there's that classic clip where he's talking to the caddy nav, the GPS, you know, he's asking about the rails and whatnot. But he was just going off all day. And I want to say it was like 11 or midnight, went to Olive Garden. We had a dinner there. And he's like, oh shit, homie, one more. I got one more. And they've been just like eating and drinking margaritas, whatever, just like full, like, it was a wrap dinner for the day because he'd just been going off all day. It was like basically like, okay, just a big Olive Garden blowout wrap dinner. That's it. And he's like, one more. I got one more spot. It's like, well, where is it? He's like, it's behind the Olive Garden. and we're just like, all right, let's go. Let's light it up. And it's got to be at like 1 a.m. now or 2 a.m. or something ridiculous. And it's the kink rail that goes down sideways and then down again. So it's a kink rail, but it's also like kink the other way. You know what I mean? I don't know. You can kind of see it in the photo, but I don't know how much you can see in the footage, but it's a kink rail that goes down and just twists on. Yeah, it's against the rail. He's kind of messing around. He did it first try when he jumped on it. When he jumped on it, he just got it at first try. I mean, that to me is just stuck in my mind as one of the most epic skate days. It's not particular moment, but like the whole day was just so gnarly. And that was my introduction. It's like, oh, this is professional skateboarding. This is how you do it. This is how you film video parts. Like, this is what you have to do. It's like, oh shit. Okay, I gotta turn it up if I want to make it in this world.
That's so sick.
That was definitely that was definitely an insane one.
Historic.
It's crazy because people still call it a Musca day to this day. Like Carlos Rivero was just here recently, and he got 3 clips in a day, and then we were trying to end the day with the 4th one, and like that was going to be a Musca day. Unfortunately, he didn't cap it off.
He didn't get the 4th trick, and he got to hit Olive Garden.
Okay, that's a new detail. Official one.
That's a tough one.
Sick.
Bottomless breadsticks to a double kink, man. Wow.
Yeah, pretty nuts.
Legend. Arto, take us back to the beginning, man. Where'd you grow up and how'd you get into skating?
I grew up in Finland, Seinäjoki. It's a small little farm town, like West Coast, not West Coast. It's like maybe 100K off the coast. It's basically the Texas of Finland. It's like farmland. There's nothing around. But at the time when I started skating, I messed around with like 87, 88, not 89. I was like, whatever, 6, 7, 8 years old. I kind of played around with it. And then it wasn't until 93 that I got the bug. And I think I was 12, 13 at the time. So before that, it was just kind of one of the toys, like whether you play soccer or ice hockey or whatever, like you just do all the sports and summer sports, winter sports. Obviously growing up in Finland, pretty long winters, but it was 93, probably the worst time in skateboarding ever on all levels. That's when I got the bug.
Hell yeah.
And that was my uncle at the time, like end of 80s, like there was like a little crew of older kids that were doing the jump ramp thing and judo airs and whatnot. And then I was begging for a board. I didn't get my own board, but then my uncle stopped skating and the board just laid around for a couple of years. Then I was like, picked it up and started messing around with it. And so early 90s, I was still skating probably with a board that was from like 86 or something, 87, just like some old. And me and my buddies were so gung-ho on it. And obviously wanted the popsicle shapes. And so we'd take a jigsaw and cut those old boards into like super tiny 7.5 popsicle shapes. And we'd hammer the hangers out and cut the trucks and then clip the hangers, rethread them, put them in, take some old soft wheels and put them in a lathe and try to make them into like 38 mil wheels, because that was obviously 93. It's like
Jerry rigged his custom board.
Like we had some like old school 80s boards, and we're just like, well, everyone's riding these popsicle boards and baggy pants and whatever chain wallets. Like we gotta be part of that, you know.
Wow.
So like the first couple of boards were pretty rigged. But yeah, 93 onwards, I got the bug. That's when I first went to Helsinki, and they had the Finnish championships there, and they had 2 little mini ramps set up in a corner, a little street course. And at the time, Tomi Toiminen, you guys probably never even heard of him, but he was like a Finnish pro snowboarder / skateboarder. He was on maybe Flow for Powell. He was like the guy in Finland. So he was just going nuts on the mini ramp and doing alley bears and over the hip and doing all these crazy airs and stuff. And I was like, whoa, this is nuts. Like, yeah, got the bug.
Sick.
And from 93 onwards, it was just nonstop. Obviously, minus the winters. I mean, you only really get to skate 2.5, 3 months out of the year in Finland, and the rest of the time it's snowing sideways.
Damn.
So what did you guys do to get through the winter? Some like garage skating, barn skating, no indoor parks at that time, right?
No indoor parks at that time. There would be here and there, there'd be like some jerry-rigged garages or warehouses or something that would pop up around the country randomly. A lot of them were abandoned. I mean, we kind of broke into a warehouse at one point. We found this cold warehouse that was unattended and the doors are open. So we're just like, oh, let's just bring some pallets here and a couple of quarter pipes or whatever. I mean, it's minus 30 and it's as cold. It's like as cold inside as it is outside. And so that lasted for like one winter or spring. And then we actually got busted. The owner came by there and saw what we're doing. But we were like, I don't know, 14 maybe at the time, 15. Like we're little kids, and there was no lights, so we would have to skate after school from like 2 to 4, and then it's pitch black, you know.
Yeah. Damn.
And the owner came by one day. It's like, what are you guys doing? It's like, you guys are in the dark here. It's like, well, here's the breakers and here's the lights, and just flick them on for us. And so for a few months we're psyched because we're like, oh, now we know how to use the power in this place. But there was still no heating, but at least we got lights. That was like a pretty big thing. And there was one cold parking garage in the town where I grew up and one heated one, but you'd only get to skate there for like 15 minutes before the security would kick you out.
Yeah.
So we'd go do a couple of laps in the warm parking garage and then go across the street back into the cold one, and then like, you know, cat and mouse.
Wow.
You do frontside pop shove, it's all flat, and your board breaks and your kingpin explodes, you know, because it's so cold. It's like, so that, you know, there was definitely a couple of rough winters, but then here in like 15, 16, there was like a few little indoor places that popped up that skaters pulled together. There's one up in Lapland and one in Tampere, which is like 2 hours away from me. And then eventually, like when I was like 16, the first like public big skate park opened up in Helsinki, which is the capital, which is a 4-hour train ride from me. So I'd take a train to Helsinki every weekend and just go skate that.
Wow.
But that only lasted for about 1 year, because then I came straight to America after that. So it was like I didn't really get to enjoy it that much, but there was a 1 year that we got to skate that. But now there's No, there's a lot of indoor skate parks obviously over there. A lot of them are city funded and or government funded, and there's a lot more facilities now that so you can skate all year round, which is pretty rad.
Sick.
Mm-hmm. So you talked about getting your first plane ticket to America and you were on Foot Flow, but what would you consider your first big break in the skate industry? Was it before then or once you got to America?
Well, you want me to talk about Canada, huh? Is that what you mean?
I don't know the story. But if it starts here, that'd be great. I would love to take ownership of that.
Well, I was riding for Flip, but Danny Way actually bought my first plane ticket to America. And I ended up in Vancouver, and I spent a couple months in Vancouver. We took a road trip from Vancouver to Toronto. That was my first introduction to North America.
Wow.
But I was supposed to be riding for Flip already, but I ended up riding for Platinum and hanging out with Moses and McCrank and a lot of the crew over there in Vancouver. You guys didn't know that, huh?
No.
That's a nice little tidbit of information.
No.
Hanging out with the Red Dragons, it seemed like.
Yeah, I was a full dragon. I was a full-on dragon. Yeah.
That's epic.
That's awesome.
Colin taught me how to speak English. All the cuss words first, of course. Yeah, that's where I learned about Dairy Queen blizzards.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Because I didn't really speak English at the time when I first came over there. And then I got thrown in the van with the dragons and be like, okay, we're going across the country doing all these demos. And it was a Platinum Plan B trip. Yeah, that was, I don't know how long it took. I just remember it took forever. I was like, this is my life now. I'm in the van and that's it. And we're just going to keep going. And the country never ends. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, this is insane. But that was cool. And that was like pretty raw. Like, I mean, Platinum, Plan B, I didn't know at the time, but Colin flew off the trip halfway through basically to close down Plan B. And I didn't know that at the time. And Platinum kept going. But we were doing demos and basically the skate shops would pay us gas and food and whatever. So we could get the next town and hostels or whatever. So we basically had to make it to the demo, do the demo.
To keep going.
They would get paid and be like, okay, we can make it to the next stop. Like I remember it being like, wow. I understood enough where that like the dudes were a little stressed. Be like, hey, we gotta make it to the next spot, do this other demo. Like we can't just bail on it. Like we have to do it and move on and then film some street stuff. Platinum Misdemeanors. Dig that video up.
I gotta find that. That sounds epic.
You never seen that? Platinum Misdemeanors? Moses edited that whole thing back to front. Yeah. Okay. That was actually my first part.
Wow.
Not feedback. I lied.
Wow. Okay. Some homework right there. We're slacking.
Dude, thank God we stumbled upon that story.
So you had one of the quickest rises to prominence ever seen in the history of skating, basically getting discovered in that Europe contest circuit in 98 or so. And then all of a sudden, like you said, you make it to the States, you're pro within a year or so, and you win Skater of the Year in 2001. So all in the span of 3 years, like your life just basically flipped upside down. I know it's kind of a lot to cover, but can you take us through kind of like the main chapters of that crazy 3-year stretch?
Basically, my whole career, short-lived. So, yeah, from paper boy to Skater of the Year, it was pretty wild. It was my buddy Timo. He was doing Numero magazine at the time in Finland. It was a skate mag / like this. He's had a really artful, like the layouts and the paper was all matte paper. The mag was really cool, but that was like one of the only skate mags at the time, and he was doing that and he basically organized the trip to Europe and was just like, hey, you got to get out of here. Like, you got to get outside of Finland, go to these contests, do the whole thing, and hopefully it works. So thanks to him, he basically organized the first part of the trip and we did Copenhagen. I met a lot of the pros there. Then we did Lausanne next, then Montpellier, France, and then Münster, Germany. And it was like, I think it was 4 weeks, like back-to-back contests, and I somehow managed to be part of all of them and did pretty good. And then that's when, like, at the time, all the pros, American pros, were in Europe doing that circuit. So basically every pro and company owners and everything, everyone was there, and I just kept popping up in each contest, and then I was on everyone's radar. I got handed a lot of different boards, like, come write for us, come do this and whatever. So I basically, I got put into a position like who are you going to write for? Everyone's saying, come write for us. But it's skateboarding also. People give you boards and they're like, yeah, come write for us, come to States and this and that. But it's like, no one really knows how to do it. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like everyone says that, but it's like, it's not quite as simple as that. But anyway, so I ended up, the Europe contest was the big blowout, and then spending a couple of months in Canada and making my way down to California. And I was on flow for Soul Tech, so I ended up writing for the Soul Tech brands in America, and Sasha Steinhorst at the time, like, he helped facilitate some of the big stuff in the beginning, and got linked up with Flip and was just like, okay, let's do this. And that was right at the time I met Fred in the summer, or that spring, 98 spring, in Germany, some contest, and he's like, I'm going to make the S video. I'm like, who's this random guy that's going to make the S video or whatever? And I'm just another random guy too. It's like, I'm nobody, and whatever. Basically a year later, I see him back in California. It's like, we're going to put you on S and we're going to make the S video. I was like, oh, that's the guy.
Damn.
And the S video was like a warm up, and then somehow we got Fred to do the Flip video. So once we're kind of working on the S video, and then halfway through it, or I can't remember the timeline exactly, but then it was already kind of like toward the tail end of the S video, it was kind of set in stone. It's like, okay, Fred's gonna do the Flip video as well.
So sick.
He's got enough gas in the tank to make the Flip video, and then it was just like, I'm over it. I'm going back to France. So I'm stoked that he hung on for that long. Yeah. We must have done a number on him. It's just like, going back home.
He needed a break. Put in the work, man.
Yeah. But yeah, it was the S video, and I think Flip video, that it all came out within a couple of years, and then, then they're just like, yeah, we'll give you the Skate of the Year. And I don't really even know what that meant or whatever. I was just like, why would I get it? But yeah, no, it was pretty wild ride.
Well deserved, man.
So Manic Matty comes out in 2000. Rally wins that year. You win in 2001. Then Sorry comes out, and TNT wins in 2002. Not sure how that all added up, but obviously well deserved. But back then, was anyone chasing the award like it is today? Because now it seems like everyone wants it, and there's a whole campaign put together each year to have a couple guys go at it. But back then, it seemed much more natural.
I don't think it had the same kind of chase at the time, but it was definitely like, it was definitely known as like, okay, if you want to get Skate of the Year, you better have photos in the mag. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, you want to do an interview, you want to have exposure in the mag and work with them and whatever. But it wasn't like a straight kind of like, go film this part and we'll look at it and do an interview and we'll see if we give it to you. You know what I mean? But it was definitely like,
you knew what you had to do.
You're not going to give all your photos to Transworld and get Skater of the Year on Thrasher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there was no campaign. There's no, and it was also Phelps. It was like, he was just like, I'm going to give it to whoever I want. You know what I mean? Like, there's also that element to it. It wasn't just like, skateboarding. It's not necessarily about the results on paper. That doesn't mean everything. There's a lot more that goes into it, Mm-hmm. But you knew it's like, okay, if you want it, like, yeah, do a Thrasher interview, put out a video part, you do certain things, and just, it all kind of comes together.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like now it's like, how much advertising dollars you got, how many trips are you gonna do. It's just a little bit more, campaigny. But I mean, it's cool because it's like all these different people are going. It's like, hey, we want to get. It's like a competition now. It's developed into this big competition, and people put money behind it, do trips and everything. So it's kind of cool. And they do the whole thing where it's like, hey, these are the guys who we're thinking of, they made it into a bigger thing. I mean, back then it was just so much more grassroots and
you couldn't control when your video parts were coming out there.
Yeah.
Nowadays you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah. It's a little bit more thought out, and just obviously you got to have a schedule to know what you're going to post on TikTok tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, what's the posting schedule?
Yeah. Looking back at the timeline, it's just hilarious because that would never happen now. Minic Matty comes out in 2000, Rowley wins it. You don't have a part come out in 2001 when you win it, because Sorry came out in 2002, but you won it in the middle, which makes no sense now.
Did I?
I think you're 2001. I looked at all the dates of when the videos came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Flip came out 2002, so it came after.
Yeah.
We must have showed Burnett the footage. Felt Burnett. We must have been at the office showing him the footage.
Yeah, something, because
maybe slipped an envelope of cash. Be like,
there was a little campaign.
Yeah.
Here's the part. Here's the envelope. It's like,
because basically, according to the timeline, you won because of Minic Matty. If we look at it that way, unless there was a secret envelope of cash and some leaked footage.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, I remember it's like, hey, let's go skate in SF. Let's go stack a couple of clips there. Go stop by the Thrasher office. Like, there, say hi. Like, there, stuff like that. But it wasn't just like a straight like campaign. It's just like, and obviously TNT. There's a bunch of people ripping, and then Appleyard got it in 03, right? It was almost 3 back-to-back Flip dudes.
Yeah.
TNT squeezed in there. I don't know.
You could have argued to have Bastion in there somewhere too.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, he came in hot. I mean, Bastion, if I didn't get Skater of the Year 2001, I would have probably never gotten it, because Bastion came in so hot, and Appleyard, obviously, I was just like, I feel like I was just like, the envelope was thick enough, and it was within weeks that I was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, don't downplay
and then these guys
yourself,
all show
man.
up, and it's just like, all right, it's like it's a different game
great
now,
timing.
Yeah, it's funny how quick it changes. Just how like you were the young guy in Minic Matty, and then you're like the OG by Really Sorry, but that's not even like that much time. But you know what I mean? You went from like the AM coming up, killing it, and then all of a sudden Bastion and Appleyard are just right up your ass. Like fucking, they forced you into the old guy.
I mean, yeah, I feel like from like 98 to 2004 or something like that, like those videos that came out in that period, like every few months, skateboarding progressed so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like every video that came out pushed the envelope, the girl videos, the America videos, like every video that came out had some new stuff in it. I was just like, whoa, like every video set the bar for the next one to come out. So I feel like there's a huge era of progression that happened right then too,
100%.
And that was before social media too. So you wouldn't see the clips. So you'd only see interviews, you see photos. Print magazines were really important. So you'd see photos, whatever, and then the videos would follow. Now it's the opposite. It's like video comes out first, and it might be in the mag if the mag still exists. And then it's all different.
We both started skating around 2000. So those are like the glory days for us, man.
Yeah. Very important videos to us, man.
So you mentioned him before, but French Fred, absolute legend in the filmmaking game, helped you put together 2 masterpiece parts. What was your guys' skater filmer relationship like then? And are you guys still close these days?
I think we're pretty close. I think it's one of those friendships that last forever. even though maybe we don't talk every week or month or whatever, but it's like Fred's one of those guys that just like, you know, once you see him, like you just pick up where you left off. Yeah, obviously you spend a lot of time in the van together and working on something like that. So you forge friendships or hatred. It's one or the other, a little bit of both, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, thank God for Fred, because it was, I mean, at the time, it was just the perfect storm. I mean, you know, all that stuff affects, like having one of the best filmmakers make your part. And it was, yeah, I mean, it all plays, I think it's really important. It all plays together, you know?
100%.
I mean, there were so many great people behind me throughout my career, and sponsors and different things that you don't really think of that push me forward. Like, sure, I did some skating and whatever, but it's like there's all these like company owners and people and magazine people and photographers, and everyone just kind of nudges you forward a little bit, and it all kind of plays together, you know. There's a lot of unseen stuff back there that makes a skateboarder's career, you know what I mean? You couldn't possibly do it alone. And I also come from that kind of old school, how it used to work. It's like so the Instagram stuff sometimes feel a little weird, like promoting yourself. It's like, to me, it's like, no, like you gotta get the nod from these people to get here, you know what I mean? It's just a little bit weird when you're on Instagram, you just tell everyone how great you are. It's like, I don't know, maybe it works, I don't know, maybe it works, but it's like, I feel
some people are not shy about it either.
Yeah, they're not. They're definitely not. It was a different time then. I think the early 2000s were truly the golden years of skateboarding, where it was big, but it was still small enough to kind of be this like starting industry. You know, I think it's a pretty rad time. But the kids growing up now and doing their thing, it's like that's gonna be their golden time. Everyone's got their golden era, sure. You know. It's just a different kind of game, you know.
Yeah. But no, we grew up in the golden era for sure, man. Real skate shoe companies running the game.
Yeah.
OG board brands, the best full length videos of all time. It truly was special, man.
Yeah. It was skater owned, operated. At the time, a lot of it, you know, it was a pretty rad time.
Your nollie cab down the indoor double in Manic-Matty, pretty famous spot that's getting skated a lot nowadays. Again, people are skating the two doubles in a line. After your nollie cab, did you try another trick?
I can't remember. Probably. I remember. Is the nollie cab single or was it in a line? I can't even remember.
The nollie cab is single, but it looks like you keep going. Like the filmer starts to follow you.
See,
but we don't get to see what's next.
Pretty weak. It wasn't even a line. Pretty weak. I for sure tried something, just didn't make it. So I just like cut.
Yeah. We just want to know what it was. What did you try?
I mean, that is a question for Fred. Have you had Fred on the potty? He probably filmed it. Maybe, or I don't know. I think Fred came to Helsinki to film some stuff there, maybe. If I'm not completely mistaken, that might be.
If you had a red t-shirt on, it might have been the same day. I don't know who filmed your Wheels of Fortune, but you do nollie 180 and then switch flip.
Yeah.
So if it was the same session, I don't know which filmer that was, but I would love to know what you bunted after that nollie cab.
Oh, probably the biggest bunt.
The indoor line.
Is that the biggest bunt for the episode, perhaps?
Who knows? So in your story part, you open it off with maybe the most iconic mirror section ever. I love mirror clips, and that's probably why, just because that was burned in my brain at a young age. But where did that idea come from to just go like the first like 10 clips or so are all mirror tricks?
I don't know where that came from. I don't know, but I just remember Ali making so much fun of me. It's like, what homework lines? It's like, you're doing homework lines? What are you doing?
That's way better than mirror lines. Homework lines is sick.
I was just like, you do a bunch of homework? What are you doing? So funny. Those awesome. Benches in Miami were just so good, and we're just cruising around there, messing around and whatever. And then at the time, obviously I like skating switch a lot and whatever, and it just kind of fell into place. Like it just, all those tricks felt good that day. It's like, oh, it's working, you know? Especially the switch front crook was always a weird one. So is there a switch front crook in it or no?
Yeah, that's the last trick in the second line.
That was like the weirdest one out of them all. And believe it or not, maybe crooked grand fakie too was kind of weird. I think that was like hard. I think those. But
then after that, there's so many singles. Like you hit the kick front board, and switch flip front board, backside flip, switch backside flip, nollie 5 180, like fakie nose grind 180. It doesn't stop at the lines. I want to say that it maybe started from the Miami benches, like filming those lines. And then I was like, oh, that's kind of weird and cool. Maybe not. Homework. Then I just started doing a bunch of homework and then stacking these different clips. And it's like, okay, can I do this switch? Can I do this regular? Can I, you know? So it just kind of became this little obsession. Like, okay, can you do the switch somewhere, you know, or whatever. So yeah, I want to, because the Miami filming trip was one of the early flip video filming trips. The Miami trip was pretty epic. That's where I started shooting photos on that trip too. That's where I bought my first camera off Skin, and sick.
That was we stacked a bunch of clips on that trip. I want to say it started from there.
Love it. Set the trend, man, for the rest of us to follow.
Yeah, that became a little trend.
Oh, big time.
Yeah. And I think everybody that went to Miami after that went to those benches for sure.
Yeah.
Those wooden benches. We spent a couple of days there.
Sick.
Trying to cook up some homework that probably never worked out.
Yeah. I actually, dude,
like,
I
these
forgot
are the
about
crooked
that.
grind benches. Yeah. They pinch so good.
Yeah.
It never worked for anyone.
They were kind of weird and rounded off.
When we went there, I started a line with a switch front crook in honor of you, which I forgot, but I didn't finish. I didn't land the second trick. No, my wheel went on top, remember? So I never used it, but I was thinking of you that day. I was like, yo, switch front crook for Arto. And then I bunted some shit after that. We're all bunters.
Yeah. I mean, 99% of skateboarding is bunting. That's why. 100%. That's why normies are probably just like, what? Why do you do that? Like, why would you do that to yourself? Physical, mental health. Like, why bother? It must be so weird for someone who doesn't skate. Be like, why are you doing that?
Considering you tried and came relatively close to the switch backside flip and switch tray Santa Monica triple, how did you feel about your last trick being the switch flip?
Weak. That was like pretty weak. Yeah, I really wanted one of those. Either the switch backside flip or switch tray, and none of them happened ever. I think I think I landed on the switch backside flip, I'd say. Right? Is there footage of me landing it? Maybe losing shoes or something?
Yeah, in the credits.
Or am I making that up?
No, I don't know if it's in the credits. I feel like I've 100% seen it somewhere. You landing on it.
I have a faint recollection that the switch backside flip came close. Switch trays were a little bit too far, I don't think. I don't know if those were even close. It was just long enough and weird enough to like float that distance where it's like, But yeah, those are the two that got away that still keep me up at night.
Damn.
Yeah, but that was the switch flip had to do. I thought it was kind of like, whatever.
Yeah, for me, the shit with that always drives me crazy as a fan is like the same thing happened with McCrank, where if I see that the person almost did something way better, I'd rather not see it, you know. The switch flip would have hit harder if I didn't see that you almost switch backside flipped it. Or you remember McCrank and Yeah Right, he 50s that rail as his ender and you're like jaw drops, but then in the credits you see him land on tail slide and you're like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. I know, there's so much. But
that would have been the one, but still epic God, regardless.
Thank God Shane switched double trade it. That's incredible. At least it's done, you know. At least it's like, you know, we got to see it, and even a better version of it. So it's like,
no, it's not a better version. Paul did it.
Yeah. Oh, P-Rod did a straight switch tray, right? Yeah.
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 We got what we deserved.
Yeah.
That's the one we wanted to see.
Oh, dude, what's his name? Not Sammy Winter, the other Winter from Australia, switch backside flipped it years later in a digital. Kurt Winter?
I don't know. Switch backside flipped it?
Really? I never seen that.
Yeah, it was a Zender. Oh. Flawless.
Huh. Richie, pull it up. I want to see that. I want to see that.
No, it went down.
Friends and family, today we stand at the edge of a new chapter, one fueled by ambition, grit, and a belief that greatness should be for everyone. CHPO has always been more than sunglasses. We are a movement built on doing good, looking good, and making your dreams accessible. And now, that movement is about to go bigger than ever before. Starting January 2026, CHPO will be available across all of Canada and the United States, from coast to coast, city to city, bar to bar, curb to curb, through the unstoppable force that is the mighty Baker Boys distribution. This partnership isn't just expansion, it's elevation. It's the collision of two powerhouses that know exactly who they are and where they're going. Prepare for nothing but greatness. CHPO, always, always, always doing it for the people.
While you guys were filming for Sorry, did you know you had last part? Was it a surprise? How did that work itself out?
I did not. I don't think I knew I had the last part. Maybe right toward the end or something, but Fred and Jeff, like, they were pretty, like, even when Fred was making the S video, like, he was pretty, like, he kind of kept everyone's footage pretty secret. Like, you would hear things or whatever, but I don't think I saw anyone's part before the video came out. It was as much of a surprise to me in the premiere when it all came together, you know. But obviously, you know, some stuff that went down, whatever. But it was kind of cool to just also be able to enjoy the video and not know everything about it.
That would be insane.
Yeah.
Did you know your song? Or
I think toward the end, I knew the songs. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it. We're going after Bowie, and I was just like, I don't really care what Bowie songs they are, if they're Bowie songs. I forget. There's a couple we were looking at, and then those two worked out in the edit. I mean, Fred must have showed me my part. Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. I really can.
I can't imagine putting in all that work and not knowing, but then how hyped you must have been to see like an instant classic.
Yeah.
I assume I found out right toward the end of the video that I had the last part, maybe. I don't know. I was definitely wanting to work toward it, but it wasn't one of those things like, oh, I'm having the last part. Like, it's for sure. It was like,
yeah.
It was a little bit of a, I'm sure it was a little bit of a carrot at the end of the stick. Like, work harder. No one cares. You might get the last part. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's also like a good little trick to go harder.
Okay. I got a tough question for you.
Oh, no.
Which squad at the peak of their powers are you picking as the most elite? The Minnick Matty team, the S team at their peak, or the Flip team, both early 2000s golden era, the Flip team or the S team? Which one was more beast?
Flip.
Oh, shit. No hesitation.
For sure.
No,
Maybe
you did not even think about it.
maybe I'm a little bit biased, but like for sure. I mean, to me personally, it's it's so ingrained in me. That was like my family, my friends, my life, my everything. For that was like such a huge part of my life that it's gonna be with me forever.
For sure.
So flip team for me, like as far as like skating goes, like I mean, I don't know, I guess that can be argued, but at the same time I like how diverse the flip team was too, like how people skated so different. Like we shouldn't, when you look at the flip team at that time, like we probably shouldn't be a team together. Like why are these dudes even in the same van? You know what I mean? Like there's all just out of their mind different, and skate different. So, and I think that also makes it a little stronger,
And no Americans, right, at the time?
Yeah. Never mind it not being. It was pretty Euro at the time, I think. Yeah. It was all transplants.
Yeah, some Canada in
plus
there.
Mark.
Yeah, plus Mark. Yeah.
And do you remember Andrew Gordon?
Yes, I do remember Andrew. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was sick too.
Legend from Canada. I think that was the first like sponsored skater I ever saw. He was unreal.
Oh, really? Yeah. I mean, he was incredibly talented young kid. It's sad that it didn't go further than that, but he was, he had a real promising start. Downsides of skateboarding, it can either make you or it can eat you alive, or a little bit of both.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think with him it was just like family. Like a lot of his family had mental health stuff, so like he was. I'm glad he got to experience what he did at a young age, but like there was no way of escaping that almost for him, which is really sad.
Right. So there was other things on the background too. Like it was just, and then you get thrown into that world with no real tools. Like it's
absolutely
a different place to navigate for sure.
Dude, you Costin, McCrank, TX and shit, it's so elite too, but I gotta respect the pick and flip.
Bob.
No surprise.
Bob was on both, so Bob was on flip.
True.
Maybe Bob came a little later on flip.
No,
but
true,
yeah. I mean, it cost. Yeah, I mean, I feel like
Krieger
S was like elite couple years before, and then we kind of stole the spotlight there for a little bit for a couple years. I feel like S was like, it had its moment for sure, but I'm biased, so I'm gonna go with flip. But yeah, no, that was a trip because I was writing for America. I wrote for all the Soltec brands except 32. Maybe I could still get on 32. But I actually got a paycheck from each shoe company on Soltec, America, S, Etnies.
Damn.
But I remember tripping when they're like, hey, we're going to put you on S. We're going to do this video. And I was just like, I just remember my mind blown. And I was like, put Costins on. I think I went and skated the Whittier Ledge that day or something. I was just like, okay, let's get this party on the road. I was so psyched. I was just like, dude, getting on S with all those dudes, filming a video. It was just like the injection of stoke I got from that was like, it was pretty radical.
Their shoes were fire at the time too. Which one, since all your checks were coming from the same place, more or less, which one hit you with the biggest check, the biggest monthly? Etnies?
Yeah, Etnies. Because was it the first?
Damn.
It was the first Etnies shoe. And that one kind of took off. I mean, I don't even know if that had anything to do with my skating, but it was just one of those shoes that all of a sudden there's 30 colorways at PacSun, and they're just like, we want more. Every 3 months they're like, we want more colors, we want more. It kind of had that moment for a couple of years where it just went Richter on its own. But obviously there was already like the S video and flip video and all that, so there was a base for it to build out, and then whatever the design and the shoe was, it just went into these bigger stores and just kind of went nuts for a little bit. So that was
sick.
That was the Etney shoe was the payoff for the S video, basically. It's so funny. They're like, "Oh, you're done with the S part. Now we're gonna put you on Etnies." Or I'm like, "All right, let's go. Are we doing another video?" It's like, "No, okay."
Yeah. Yo, Etnies. I've said this before. They never fucking made a video. But they had so many elite skaters, and there's nothing to look back and remember that by.
There is High Five was one of the best skate videos ever made. High Five Etnies video. I think it was 95, 96.
Oh, okay. No. Sorry. Before, I mean, like, after
2000. Like, no one cares about the 90s, like 2000s.
Yeah, like, no, my point was more like when there's so many insane legends were on there for many years and they never did anything. Like, even after you, Bastian, and Janowski were on there, like, incredible team at the time. And then they had Sean Malto, Mikey Taylor, all these other beasts. Nothing ever came out. Like, they've had so many great skaters and never did anything.
I don't know how,
it was very
weird. I don't
weird.
know how we fumbled it so hard at that time. Yeah. It was weird.
Sheckler.
There was a lot of potential. We just couldn't pull it together and do something great. It was just kind of like, it just came and went. But High Five video, Etnies High Five, all the Penny footage, old school Penny footage, 94 to 95, when Penny first came to America. That's in the High Five Etnies video. That stuff is sick.
Okay, more homework. That and the Platinum video.
Yeah.
Really Sorry era comes around, and unfortunately you get injured mid-project. You still hit us with an incredible part considering what was going on. But behind the scenes, you end up parting ways with S and Flip. What was happening there?
That didn't come till later on. When did Really Sorry come out? 2004?
No, by the time your next part came out, which was Minefield.
Well, Appleyard got 03 Skate of the Year. So Really Sorry must have come out around that time, right? And I don't think I left Flip till 08? 07? 07. 06, 07. I probably filmed for the Alien video the longest. I started filming for the Alien video before they even knew they were making a video. Because some of the footage is so old. It's like split boards and like super old footage.
Yeah, Really Sorry was 2003.
Okay, what was the question?
Just what was going on behind the scenes to see you leave Flip and S?
And Etnies, basically.
Yeah, well, I was on Etnies at the time, and then I was writing for Quicksilver. 06, I left all of them. I was just like, it's one of those things that I never wanted to do, is like put your eggs all in one basket. 06, we left quick. I quit Flip, and I quit Soul Tech. Let's call it a midlife crisis. I was having a midlife crisis in 06 and went to ride for Analog, Gravis, and Alien. And I don't know, it might have been for selfish reasons, because at the time I had already blown out my ACL, PCL a few times, and I knew how hard it is to make a video part. And Greg Hunt was making the Alien video, and I just had this weird feeling that might be my last part, and I was like, I want Greg to do it. I want Greg to do my last part. I think that was a deciding factor for me leaving Flip.
Wow.
And at the time, it also, like, things kind of started falling apart with Flip on different levels. Obviously, Shane passed away. You know, there's a lot of gnarly shit that went down, like 05, 06, and it just didn't feel the same when we're making Sorry. You know, it just didn't feel like the same vibe anymore. And I was like, I was real torn. I was obviously really torn up about the decision. It was probably the hardest choice to make throughout my whole career was to quit flip. Obviously, like, I ended up going back. That's how hard it was. I was like, the decision, it didn't even last. That's how much it ate my soul, because those guys are my family, and you know, there's such a big part of my identity that even if I tried, I couldn't completely break away. But that was one of the hardest decisions. But at the time, we're building Analog, we're building Gravis, and Burton acquired Alien Workshop. But as a professional skateboarder, it's probably the worst thing to do. Quit all your companies, different places where you get your paycheck, and go under one umbrella. And I was like, oh shit, this is probably not a good idea. Mm-hmm. Which it wasn't. Well, but it was great. But it was absolutely fantastic while it lasted.
Right.
It was absolutely great.
And get that Burton money.
It was pretty good. And I mean, at the time too, it's like I got really close to Stefan and Dylan and all those guys, and we're skating together. We're all going on these Analog trips, and like Analog and Gravis kind of end up almost like melting together a little bit. You're like, I don't know which trip I'm on. Am I on an Analog trip or am I on a Gravis trip? And then Stefan's here. It's like, no, wait, he's on Nike. Okay, this is an Analog trip. This is an Analog trip for sure. It's not a Gravis one. Stefan's here. Okay, all right. Yeah, and then Alien came in a little later on as a byproduct. But yeah, that was an interesting era for sure. If I didn't make that choice, I probably, never gotten that close to Dylan, and probably never met my wife, never had kids. Like, it's, there's a lot that happened from that explosion. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. So like you were saying, making your last part, or your last, full beast part with Greg Hunt meant something to you. Maybe it might be your most underrated of, I'd say, your big three parts, but I think it's my personal favorite, just knowing that you had all those injuries and like fighting to get back to a superior level of skateboarding. How fun was putting that part together and just getting some vintage Arto bangers? You were on your double and triple kink era in that one, man. What was that like?
Yeah, I had to start approaching skateboarding a little differently. I couldn't just jump down a straight down El Toro 20 stairs. I'm like, well, if I add a couple of kinks to it, it'll slow me down a little bit, and the impact won't be as hard when I hit the bottom. So that's why I started skating the kink rails, because you don't actually have to go that fast, and sometimes the drops are not that big. I mean, obviously you can get impaled on the rail. That's the scary part. It's like if you get impaled somewhere in the middle. It's a lot easier to make down a 20 stair
to the bottom.
Yeah. The impact's harder, but then you want to get to the bottom. You don't want to get tangled up halfway up. But I don't know. It just became this like balancing act, and I just I never really skated kink rails, and then those became more interesting. So I was kind of on this little kink rail kick for a little bit. I mean, I only got a few under my belt, but whatever.
Had you done one before Minefield?
Yeah. A real crappy one in Helsinki, this like knee-high feeble fakie, and I think I ate a lot of shit on that. It's like in my old Sponsor Me video or something.
Oh, yeah, that's in your... Yeah, I think it's in your Wheels of Fortune.
Yeah, maybe. There's like it's like a flat bar. Kink rails are like flat bars with a couple of obstacles on the way down. That's all they are, really. Especially frost, and so that's after all those injuries, I really had to start thinking about and approaching skateboarding a little differently. I was like, okay, with my skill level, what can I do? Can I skate this? Can I skate that? And whatever. It's like, okay, let's have Greg Hunt add some robots into the part, make it cooler. It's like, okay, we can put this out. It's like, it still works as a part. We can scrape it together.
Dude, that part was incredible. The switch tray and then switch flip front board, one of my favorite 1-2 punches to this day.
Oh, thank you.
No push.
No push. I was always a big fan of the no push. Anytime you could do lines with no push, I feel like it feels good. Looks good. Feels good. Mm-hmm. Run with it.
Hell yeah.
So you guys did your thing, the Gravis and the Analog team. You got to travel the world as a tight-knit crew. How fun, I mean, you talked about how fun that era was, but do you have a Dylan story you could share with us from that time?
I think Ryan Allen already told you the best Dylan story known to man in Ryan's potty. I mean, it's all time.
That was awful.
I don't know if I have a better Dylan story of him pouting how he's just pouting how everything sucks and whatever, and he's just like, it sucks. What? Surprise. But I mean, it's so good. Ryan and Dylan became so tight after that too. I mean, that was so cool about like that team really also felt like a family. Like we became so close and such good friends, and it was like it was more than just writing for a company or whatever. Like we were proud of it, and you know, super integrated. You know, we're like brothers. Good Dylan stories. He is, you know, Dark D. You know, he went a little dark before he flourished. Like he kind of had to go find the bottom. But one of my we're in Europe on this trip, and he's all down on himself, and he's just like basically ready to quit skateboarding and whatever, and he's over it. We're in Budapest, he's not even skating, he's just like, he's over it, whatever, drinking, and then we get to Spain, and he's just like, I don't know what went into him, but he's just like, he just got clean and sober, and it's just like, okay, let's get ready to do it. And I think the first trick he films is the fakie tray down the 5 block or 4 block in
wow.
We're gonna lose this guy. Like he's gone so dark, he's like wants to quit everything, is gonna disappear or whatever, and then he's just like somehow, I don't know if it was us or him or whatever, but he pulls out of the fog, and the first trick he films is he just goes for broke and just fakey trays the 5 block perfect.
Fuck.
And we're just like, yes, this is it, it's on. And I think that's where it turned, you know. And soon after that he just started going ham and getting on the program, and obviously filming the Gravis part and all that stuff. But there's another great skateboarding moment.
Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the talent is there. It's just sometimes you just got to go through all the mental stuff to get there, you know, push past the other side.
Yeah, that's insane. He was on a rampage till the end after that fakey tray from everything he put out.
Yeah,
so sick.
Yeah, that was incredible. I just remember us all tripping out on it. It's like, all right, he's on it. We're doing this, you know. It's got everyone stoked. But yeah, no, what a sweet human. Missed that guy. I mean, he's such a good-hearted man. Really caring, passionate, incredible human. It's really sad that we lost him. Lost him way too early on in the program.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
What about our good friend Ryan Allen? Do you have a Ryan Allen story from the road that you could share?
No, they're all way too negative. It's like the negator. It's like it's all way too negative. Can't have that. No, Ryan's the best. He's so grumpy. It's incredible. I was like the grumpiest photographer known to man. But goddamn, his pictures are good. Yeah, it's like you got to put up with him because his pictures are just so good. I don't even know. Like he was one of the guys, you know what I mean? Like he was such a big part of Gravis and Analog. It was just like he was one of the team writers, you know what I mean? Like that's our photo guy. Like he makes all our pictures, you know. So he was just like one of the boys.
So Arto, I'm going to call you the captain of the yellow t-shirt gang back in the early 2000s. I actually put on a yellow t-shirt in honor of you coming on the pod. I just wanted to know, do you have a yellow t-shirt in your wardrobe in 2025?
I do not. I don't think.
Oh.
I have an orange one. I have an orange.
That's pretty cool.
Orange Joe Brooks special, big blue shirt. I think that's like the most colorful thing I have. Was I wearing a lot of yellow shirts? I was like a captain. I do not recall that.
Richie, get a montage popping right here.
There's a lot of yellows. Oh,
I mean, they were just more common back then in general, but you definitely were one of the trailblazers in the yellow tea gang for sure.
It's good for pictures for sure, popping off the background for sure.
So you were already helping the photographers.
I mean, I barely wear shirts these days. I mean, I put a shirt on. I put a shirt on for the potty just so I don't, look like a total Barney. But
that would have been sick. Shirtless pod,
just shirtless
flex
pod.
the tan.
Yeah.
Do you still ride for anyone these days, or have any ambassador deals or anything?
Flip, still ride for Flip.
That's what's up, man.
That's still clearing those checks, baby. Still clearing those checks. It's so funny because so many people are like, why would you ride for Flip? They're such assholes. Like, they're just gonna fuck you over, or this, that, and the other. Is like, no, dude. They got your back. The only ones left. I do photo boards for them. It's more like an art series. Like I don't like if they make a collection for the current pros or whatever. Like I don't get a graphic necessarily in that, but I've been just kind of making them like single art boards with my photographs on them. So I got like my own little special line here and there. We put out a few boards here and there, and it seems like there's a couple of them that still sell here and there. And
sick.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
That's awesome.
Yeah, once you get on that train, it doesn't matter how hard you try, you can't get off it. It's just for life, baby.
I know. That's sick that you're running it like that. But we're definitely not kids anymore. When you look at like where everyone ended up, like Mark's on Disorder, Jeff's on Toy. Times have changed, but yeah. Definitely the glory days of Flip were not to be fucked with.
Yeah. No, obviously it's a different program now. I feel like all the companies. I feel like it's relatively easy to get to the top. I'd say we were at the top at one point, but it's a whole different program to stay up there. Like I feel like every company has had like a pivotal moment and time and culture of skateboarding that they really made an impact, and then that they're remembered by. Every company has had that era, and some had a few whatever, but it's like can you be on top for 20 years? I don't know. We'll see.
It's like next to impossible.
Yeah. And I feel like this current day board companies, like, are they gonna have the same kind of impact that some of those board companies from that era had on skateboarding? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like board companies don't even matter.
There's just too much coming out all the time now, so nothing has the same impact.
Yeah, and there's obviously just so many of them, and the information flows so freely, and it's not. It's different.
Like in the early 2000s, 90s, whatever. Like you'd wait years for a company to finish a video. And now if you don't want to watch the same video twice, you could watch new parts or full videos multiple times a week, like high level stuff. Like we're spoiled now with the content.
Yeah, we are for sure. And skateboarding, I mean, it's such a gnarly place now. It's like, it's insane. It's like video game level.
Mm-hmm. And the next 2 months is going to be like crazy parts and videos coming out nonstop in the SOTY season, man. And you could watch that show once and never see it again and just still have more to come.
Are you saying you guys are putting out a Bunt video? Is that?
We've been bunting
Contender?
it for 9 years, but
Dude, you gotta,
It's not a contender.
it's coming out.
yeah, you gotta get the Bunt video as a contender on Thrasher, dude. Be like, yo,
I'm putting my
we'll have
hat
to
in
give
the
our-
race for Sodi 2026, man.
Oh.
That's my one shot.
yeah, let's
Give
give it.
ourselves video of the year.
Yeah, I know you guys have a huge platform now. You guys could be like, oh yeah, video of the year, part of the year.
Dude, Transworld, we were talking about
Yeah.
this the other day. Like when Transworld gave all those awards out, it was so sick, man. Like Team of the Year, Video of the Year.
Yeah,
I'm sure you guys won Team of the Year.
there was some Transworld stuff happen at one point. For sure. I don't recall which, but yeah, that was cool because they had like 2 different things going on, so there's a little bit more hype.
Yeah.
So Ryan and your other good homie, you and Bowman, hit us with some Arto things. So we'll do a little story time with Arto. Some of these might be quick hitters, but just tell us what's behind these things that we're about to ask you. What did you used to get up to in Berlin with Genchi Baby?
This is a lot of Falco. That was the soundtrack for a lot of the German tours. And pole jams in the middle of the night, just trying to shoot photos, art photos. Probably like 12 Duvels deep. I couldn't even walk, and we're trying to shoot like a bike rack pole jam photo. I was like, I just remember falling over, and I was like, "Get you, baby! I don't know if I can do it." It's like, "Yes, you can. You got this. This is so cool. This is the coolest picture I'm ever going to make." And I was like, "Okay, get you, baby," but I don't know which foot is left, which foot is right. Like I literally cannot walk. There's a couple of pretty naughty Germany trips where we tried to make some art with yeah.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah.
What did Genchi say to Atiba about his photos when he went digital?
I wish I could remember word to word, but something around where he walks into a hotel room is just like Atiba. Something about his photos sucking or whatever. It's like, why do your photos suck now? You shouldn't digital or whatever. But I think part of it is like a language barrier, German delivery. Like there's a little bit of a ESL moment there. The way he came out was basically he was telling him his photos suck, and I'm not sure if that's the first time he met him or not, but I don't think he ended up going down well.
What was Atiba's reaction?
I don't think it was good. I mean, it was just so bizarre, dumbfounded. And you know how Atiba is, he's just so cool. He's just like, oh, whatever. It's like, whatever. This guy's a dick, you know? It's just like, whatever, dude. You know? It got lost in translation.
Yeah. That's fucking
But the message was clear.
Yeah.
Who did your wife, Mimi, have to kick out of the backyard pool for not asking to skate?
The anti-hero crew.
Oh, shit.
They're living up to their reputation. Yeah, right when the pool got built, and I was like so paranoid about it, like people coming over and skating it, whatever. And it's just like, okay, like we haven't really skated it yet. Didn't get any footage out or anything. I was just like, I'm going on a trip, and it's like, okay, if anyone shows up, just call the cops or whatever. Like, just get him out of here. You know what I mean? And it just happened to be so that I think Mimi was like 7-8 months pregnant. On top of that, sleeping in the morning.
Shit.
And I think it was like Fanner, Julian, and a couple of the hero guys, and they didn't knock, nothing. I was out of town, whatever, and she starts hearing grinds at like 9 in the morning or something, and she's like, "What's happening?" And she's like, "What?" And the guys are like, "What?" and Mimi can get a little spicy, so she's just like, "What the fuck are you guys doing? Get the fuck out of here!" And they're just like frozen, and instead of like saying like, "Hey, we're here to skate or whatever, we're so and so, blah blah blah," and you know, it's they just like got up and left. They just ran out. you know.
That's
pretty funny. But I think it's a miscommunication because I told my buddy Charno, he was just like, okay, if you can skate it there whenever with whoever, whatever. I'll be out of town, but they showed up before Charno and they just walked into the backyard. So I think it was like a miscommunication thing. They were supposed to roll with Charno. Charno was supposed to let Mimi know, whatever, but they just like rocked up, started going, and Mimi didn't recognize any of them. So it was just like, it just turned into this, yeah.
You're out of here.
I woke up a pregnant lady. Yeah, you still want to wake up a pregnant lady, you know. I think that's I think that's like the one and only time anyone's gotten kicked out from the second time probably should have been Ryan when he had too many grapefruits, but we let that one slide.
Who are some of the most random people to show up to your backyard pool?
Dude, Lil Wayne showed up eventually.
Oh, sick. Did he drop in? Or is that too hectic for him?
No. It was probably one of the best. I rented out the pool for a photo shoot, and then this whole thing gets set up and whatever, and a couple of the skaters, they're supposed to be in it, and it's like, okay, we're doing a Lil Wayne photo shoot, whatever. Set up at noon. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and no one ever shows up, and then like 6 p.m. where it's just like, hey, the Lil Wayne's still in Florida. He never even got on a plane. And we're like, well, what do we do? It's like, the shoot's done. It's like everyone's just got the whole production. Everyone's be waiting for the day, and then eventually, I think he showed up the next day at like 6 p.m. for like half an hour or 45 minutes or something, and then he was gone.
Wow.
And I think after that, the record company was like, we're never using these photos for anything. But I think it never even happened. It's just like,
I'll never understand how like the mega celebs just bail on stuff like that, where there's like a whole crew and like money being spent. It's insane.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. And one of my friends, he shot Daft Punk in the backyard too. The guy showed up in the helmets, and that photo ended up as actually on New York Times. My friend Buddy does a frontside grind, and the dudes are standing behind the pool. They were mostly like shooting portraits of whatever, but then they're like, oh, there's a pool and skaters, and it's like, oh, let's do a weird skateboarding shot. That was pretty radical.
Classic. Speaking of Shaun White, what did you say to him outside of Soho Grand in New York?
I probably something lemon and vodka fueled rudeness. Not exactly sure what, but I don't think I was in a correct state of mind at the time. But I'm sure there was probably wasn't necessarily the nicest thing I've ever said.
What hobby have you blown the most money on?
I did buy a BMW once, and then just decided to move to Europe and never drive it. That was probably not the smartest thing to do. So there's been a few instances where there's been money burned. You know, have buy a BMW 540 brand new, never drive it, and then come back to States, and I bought Atiba's old Honda Accord station wagon and just rode that thing. It was like $2,000 or something. So I was kind of all over the place. I was like, I think I felt guilty for not driving the Beamer, so I was like, okay, what's the most beater thing I can buy? You know.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah, I think the only real thing that I wasted money on is being wasted. That's really the only thing I regret. That was all pretty pointless. I could have skipped that part, but it's par for the course.
Yeah, it's part of the journey. But yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, well, yeah. Looking back on it, it's like, well, is there anything that great that came out of any of that? And honestly, I can say no. Just no.
Fair. What's a side mission?
Side mission was coined possibly on the Berlin trip with Genchi Baby. He could have been part of it. There's a lot of extracurricular activities, and I think at the time we're acting naughty or whatever, and Ablo was our team manager, and he just fucking lost it at us at one point, and it's just like, whatever, we're supposed to go skate or do something or whatever, and of course we're just going on a side mission to do something, and he fucking lost. He's like, you guys are going on these fucking side missions, da 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 da, we're supposed to do this and that and the other, and we're like, side mission, it's on. It's on. And that's where the term side mission came along.
So what's next for Arto?
Well, I'm looking at the surf. The wind could die down, and there could possibly be a second session of the evening. Other than that, what else? Cutting grass, battling the jungle, raising kids, shooting photos. I really want to make another book. I just put out a book, like a surf-related book last year, and now I'm kind of like into the process of it. I'd really like to make another book. I always thought I'd make a skateboarding picture book, like that was going to be the first thing, but that never materialized. I ended up turning into a full surf turkey and making a book about the North Shore over here. But I did fall in love with the process of making books. I like to try to figure out what to do with my skate pictures, because I've shot some stuff over the years and whatever. I just haven't really figured out how to put it together. So that could be one thing I'd be picking on in the next little while. But other than that, just my life is really just controlled by the froth now. It's just like wherever the waves are, that's where I want to be.
Wow, sick. So sick.
Barely getting by in other areas in life, like, part-time dad, I do live with the kids and the wife, but she still accuses me of being a part-time dad. So you can imagine how much time that eats up. It looks like by the reflection on the screen, I do have a pretty healthy sunburn going right now. Hopefully the kids turn out to be all right. Shoot some more pictures and keep surfing. Those are my, three main things I'm concentrating on life.
That's perfect.
I love that. And yeah, I feel like the photography stuff has been covered pretty well, and we just wanted to nerd out on skating a little more today, but definitely seeing what you're up to, continued success shooting, surfing, and all things. It's really awesome to see the career arc, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it's I feel like I've gotten a whole other lease on life. I made it alive out of skateboarding. I mean, I'm still in it some way or the other, shooting pictures and whatnot, but I feel like this whole next chapter in my life, obviously being in Hawaii and being a little bit removed from day-to-day industry stuff and that whole thing, it's just like, I feel like it's like a whole different chapter. And surfing still giving me the ability to ride a board, so it kind of scratches that itch a little bit, not being able to skateboard.
Feel the heat from here.
Yo, it's Rapid Fire with the Ghost, and this week we're brought to you by the only trucks we ride. That's Thunder Trucks, baby. And we've got some Pro T2 news from the one and only Frank Gerwer. That's right, he helped design the new T2s, so he had to be the first one to get his name on a set. Elevated height, remastered geometry, more base plate slide contact, and those insanely responsive single taper bushings. T2s got it all, and now you can grab a set with Frank's screaming Grimple across the hanger. Shit, might as well grab a matching tee and crew neck too. Keep it simple, ride Thunder Grimples. Be sure to hit up your local if you're in need at 35th Ave, Classic, Venue, Kinetic, Plus, and more shops worldwide. We got you covered, and tell them the Bunt sent you. All right, rapid fire. Arto, here we go. Favorite skater?
Oh, that one's so tough. Which era?
All time, man.
All time favorite skater. Oh, that's such a huge one. It's like you can't, I feel like you just can you just give it to one person? I don't know, dude. That's such a tough one. There's so many different eras, so many good skaters, such different styles, so many rad ones. All time? Fuck, there's a couple.
We broke you on the first question.
Yeah, that broke me on the first question. I mean, Tom Penny checks all the boxes for sure. Tom Penny, one and only
Love
TP.
that.
For sure.
Hell yeah. Favorite video?
Favorite video? That's also kind of like different eras. Your taste changed over the years. Like, what would I watch now? None of them? Just kidding. Dylan Reeder, grab his part. Hits home. Maybe a little undercover these days too for some of the kids.
That's the next question though. His favorite part. So what about like full video?
Toy Machine, Welcome to Hell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Classic.
like so ingrained, such huge influence. Those dudes. That was like just being a little kid watching that before I knew any of it. I think that's one of the greatest skateboard films ever made.
Favorite style?
Tom Penny.
Which skater had the biggest?
Biggest pants.
Yeah.
Every answer is Tom. Just most, bestest, biggest, raddest.
Just make your own questions.
Yeah.
Which skater had the biggest influence on the way you skate?
Damn, why do you guys have to just pick one? This makes it hard.
You could rifle off a couple if you want.
Pat Duffy was probably like the earliest influence, 92, 93, questionable kink rails. I think that's like probably sparked a seed. I thought Donnie Barley was the coolest. I always wanted to skate like him, just super powerful and fast. You know, the toy guys had an influence. Obviously, Jamie Thomas with the rails, Pat Duffy. And then obviously when I got to States, like Rowley had an influence. You know, I don't think I would have skated a lot of those big rails if we weren't just going at it, you know? So there's a lot of synergy there. I think Kirchart.
Damn.
When we were filming those videos early 2000s, like I would just pick up a mag and go like, what did Heath do this month? Because there'd always be a Birdhouse ad and just be like, what did he do? That was like early pro days was definitely like, yeah, I think I wanted to skate like Heath. Just not, just zero fucks given, going hard, sick style, flipping into rails, always doing something that's bigger than the last month. Just always surprising, always cutting edge. Just gnarly.
Yeah, so sick. Most talented skateboarder on planet Earth?
Gons Penny and Grant Taylor.
Nice. Favorite trick?
Backlip. Woo! It was the easiest. It's easier than board slide. Board slide's the hardest. No, 50-50 on a round rail. Just terrifying.
Damn.
Terrifying.
Wow. A rail chomper like yourself?
The 50-50 would probably be the last trick I'd try on a rail. Because you could get the most smoked on and get 0 points. It's like, it's like, why would you even try? Why would you even try that? It's just like, you're not going to put it in the part and you're going to get smoked on it.
Were you not a back 50 on round rails guy?
I'd rather do a back 50 than a front 50. Front 50s are terrifying.
Oh, okay. I'm the opposite.
I'd rather back 50 a round rail if you put a gun to my head, but I wouldn't want to. I'd rather back lip it than try any sort of 50. It's just no reward.
Hardest trick for you?
I had to work pretty hard for everything. I feel like I don't think I ever filmed like a sick varial heel flip or anything. Like varial heels were weird. Frontside pop shove, it's varial heel. That just didn't Just that's like a true basic trick, but that just I feel like it never really registered with me.
Most illegal trick.
Benihana's, unless it's like Krieger just fucking around and doing it for fun over pyramids with a finger flip.
What's the favorite clip you've ever gotten?
I think that hallway line in SF, like a fakey flip into the bank to switch trade the double set. Everything just felt right that day. It was like, that was easy. I was like surprised. I don't think it took that long. It just, everything felt right that day.
Switch trade general, certified, Arto Saari. Legend.
And on top of that, I think Jamie Thomas filmed that trick. He filmed that line.
Sick.
Damn.
So that was like,
That's
that's like a little unicorn of
Easter
like
egg.
childhood hero films a trick. As a whole thing. Yeah.
Love it. Classic line. What's the worst trend you've been a part of?
Probably like wearing cargo pants and like visors and some like DCs and just trying to be all gangstered out. When, like early youth days in Finland, like pretending to just early 90s, just, you know, visors.
What's the gnarliest trick you've ever witnessed? Visors, crazy.
Yeah, visors pretty. I'm glad that didn't make it to the States. Yeah, that would have been bad. Yeah. Gnarliest trick I've ever witnessed? Oh, I don't know. Help me out here. What sessions have I been on? Gnarliest trick.
I mean, flip days. Saw all that crap. Jeff was
Jeff
one.
Rowley
Nuclear.
shit.
Yeah, he definitely tried to die a few times. There's some gnarly stuff there. One particular session comes tonight. Bastion's kickflip from board down to 16 at NSF.
Oof.
That was pretty heavy, and I feel like that was at the time. I don't know if people were flipping into that big of rails. That was just like
No.
yeah, that blew my mind.
Yeah.
That was like wild. Like the consistency that Bastion had, and like how easy he did it is, yeah, that's like pretty. That was pretty heavy. It was weird too. The rail's super low to get on. You almost gotta like ollie down it. You know, it's like the rail's not super high and steep and long. It's just like one of those weird ones. You almost want it to be higher so you can do like a regular pop rather than like
Bigger kickflip.
yeah, bigger. Like you want to do a proper kickflip and not like a tiny kickflip. You know, it's almost sketchier. You know,
Yeah.
it's like weird.
It's so much control. I feel like I saw recently that I thought that was like a Vans trip, and Scott Kane said he was supposed to be there or something, which I wish he was, because I'm sure he would have done something crazy too. Which actually, that just reminded me, frontside half cab flip into that bank in Barcelona. You were wearing Vans. Was that after Etnies or after S, but before Etnies or something?
I was on S. We're filming for a flip video, and they were supposed to send me shoes to Barcelona. No, that's not. I'm trying to make shit up now while I was wearing Vans.
It's so far past, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. No, I was in Australia once, and they sent the shoes to Austria. But that doesn't. I was just. I caught myself in a lie. That was fun. Never got the shoes because the package got sent to Austria instead of Australia. But why was I wearing Vans? Well, those shoes were really good. The board feel on them was good, and I was either trying to get kicked off of S, or I was trying to get a bigger contract. It's one or the other.
That's a smart play.
And neither one of them happened. Neither one of them happened.
It looked good on you.
I like that Vans plug. Oh, I like that.
What's the one trick that got away?
The switch tray at Santa Monica triple set.
Yeah, fuck.
That I remember, but I'm sure there's plenty. There's plenty of those that got away. But that's definitely like on top of the list. That was like I thought about a lot. It just never happened.
What's the biggest bunt you've ever witnessed?
It's like maybe a half a bunt. It could be arguable. is you and Ollie into the skip stitch, the 605 ditch. I think that's I'm claiming it's a bunt. He claims it's a make.
Which one was that one?
Ewan, he ollies into the 605 ditch. You know, the one with the little ledge on top, and then you gap out into the bank. It's like maybe 3-4 feet.
Oh,
We used to do tricks into it. It's like
Is it the one that you tray flipped into?
Yeah, I think it's a tray flip and a switchback 180, and a bunch of people done kind of crazy stuff. But it's like
tried that?
Yeah, Ewan ollied into it.
he always did.
Yeah, but he didn't make it. We have video proof of it. I'll send it to you.
Damn.
Please do.
But it's also emphasizes the spirit of skateboarding for me. Just maybe just going a bit beyond your ability, kind of making it, kind of not, possibly a broken thumb. It's just
Oh, shit.
the speed wobbles are pretty all time.
Damn.
Oh, I need to see that.
I'm claiming it's a
I
bunt.
need to see that.
He didn't get to the finish line.
What's the last new trick you learned?
The last new trick I learned was in a wave pool that I actually was able to make a full turn and do a roundhouse and hit the whitewash on the way back. It's like looks real shitty. It's real ghetto. But that's my newest trick, is trying to do a full roundhouse turn on a surfboard. I claim that's my newest trick.
Dream job after skating.
Dream job after skating would be a photographer.
Hell yeah. Living the dream.
If you could actually make a living doing it these days.
Favorite local brand.
Favorite local brand. Lele's. It's a local restaurant, but they make shirts and stuff too.
Favorite local skater.
Noah Montes. You probably never heard of him, but he's sick.
More homework.
What's the one sponsor you regret riding for?
I don't really. I can't say that I regret riding for any of my sponsors. It's just some have been better than the others, but it's like always been good people behind it, or they treated me well, or why did I have some lame stickers on my board? Is there some one you think that there's a lame one? Because I can't.
No. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes there's some random ones, but no, all good.
Maybe when you're young or something.
Favorite teammate ever.
Favorite teammate ever, probably Stefan.
Sick. Worst teammate ever.
Tom K. Wasn't he on a podcast before talking shit or something?
He was on here.
Hey, was he?
Did
Was he
come at
talking
you?
about
I can't
shit?
remember.
I don't know. I never saw it, but I just heard that he did. So I'm just gonna say Tom K.
Shit.
I'm not just kidding. I don't really. Well, that's another one that I don't really have. Like, I didn't really have any like super shithead teammates. Like, everyone's been pretty chill. And if they did turn into shitheads, they got kicked off. Why? Are you getting intel? Are you getting intel from someone?
No. I hit up Tom the other day, and he forgot to hit me back with some like stories about you. But he did say, speaking about you, he's pretty much the dude that shined his light on me. He gave me a shot in skateboarding, Gravis, and New Balance. So he's got nothing but love and respect for you. Maybe he did take a shot at you on the pod. I can't remember. But I'm sure it's all love both ways.
No, Tom's great. I just, yeah. No, there's a bunch of, it wasn't me. There's a bunch of people around. He was homies with everyone. I mean, that's very sweet and kind of him to say that, but I feel like there was a whole group behind, and then he kind of started coming on the sessions, and yeah, he kind of started there and then went and did his own thing. But yeah, it's collective goodness.
So no worse teammate. You got to pick one, man.
You got to pick one. Ryan Allen. Ryan Allen, worst teammate.
Shit.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Poor guy.
Worst company.
I don't know. Probably some like weird supermarket brand. Some brand that uses skateboarding's likeness but doesn't actually put back into it.
True.
Like every fashion brand in the world. I feel like if you're in skateboarding, there's a certain amount of you give back and support the cause, you know. Otherwise, get out of here, you know.
For sure. Worst trend.
Tall tees in Toronto. Podcasts. I don't know.
Damn.
So, I don't know.
We probably deserve that.
Yeah, I don't know. Small wheels, baggy pants. Like the early Mongo pushing. Mongo pushing is pretty illegal. That's probably the most illegal trick is Mongo push.
That's a rough
Switch,
one.
you might be able to get away with it. But Mongo push is like probably the most illegal trick, and so many people do it. Wait, what was the question?
Worst trend. You hit like 5, man. We're good.
Yeah, you nailed it. Buried Toronto on the way.
Dying print magazines, dying full-length videos. Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, sad. All right, we got 2 more bangers on the way out, man. Who's got the worst style?
Worst style in skateboarding, I don't know. You gotta embrace all the freaks. That's what I feel like skateboarding is so radical, because it's just really can be all walks of life, all just your interpretation. Like I like people that come up with like the weird stuff to skate, you know what I mean? Like they don't necessarily, because there's also so many rules in skateboarding that you kind of have to follow to be cool and whatever, but at the same time it's like there's a lot of freaks that thinks outside the box and just go nuts. I like that.
There's a lot of bad styles in the 90s, early 2000s too, though.
Yeah, are you talking about like skate style, like the form, like the actual physical form of skateboarding? Or are you talking about clothes, or all?
No,
of it?
like the physical like form, like all of it, I guess. But yeah,
I'd say a vert skater trying to skate street. That's pretty hilarious. And probably same goes for a street skater trying to skate vert. You're all stiff and weird and just trying to go up the transition. You can't do a 50 stall. That's a funny juxtaposition, you know.
That's actually a really good one, because no disrespect, but even like like some of the greatest vert skaters, it always looks weird. Danny Way, Bob Burnquist, Tony Hawk, like it always just looks slightly off on the street clips.
Yeah.
Great answer. Great cop out. You didn't name a name, but it was a good answer.
Yeah.
Bump Burnquist nose grind on that rail somewhere Southern California in the S video is pretty epic though. Bob could throw down on the street.
Oh no,
so yeah.
Yeah, he's a G. His street clips are wicked.
Ruin gap to 5-0.
Oh yeah.
But it goes both ways, right? Put a street skater on vert, they just look completely out of place. You know.
Yeah.
God damn. Backside airs. That's what I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn backside airs and I never did. I could never do a nice scoop. I just never learned the scoop, and it's like one of the most basic things. That's what I really wanted to learn. Didn't get it.
Yeah.
Sucked at it.
Damn.
A few times tried, landed on flat. The backside airs. Fuck the switch tray. I really just wanted to feel the flow of a backside air. That must feel so good.
Yeah, I wish I knew, man. All right, last but not least, Arto, who's the last person you want on the sesh?
A fanboy tour guide who's too busy getting everyone stoned and drunk rather than finding out where the spots are and getting the skating done and putting the partying in front of what we're here actually to do.
Yeah, I'm sure you've met plenty of those over the years.
And I'm sure I've been that guy too. I'm sure I've been that guy who shouldn't be on the session. So I say, don't bring me on a session.
Crazy. All right, that's gonna wrap up the interview. Arto, thank you so much for coming on the pod, man. You killed it.
Thank you, fellas.
That was
Took
wicked.
far too much of your time. Much appreciated. Legends. Enjoy your Hawaiian lifestyle. If we're ever down there, we'll be sure to hit you up.
Yeah, let's do the Bunt Jam and Aloha shirts. What's up with that? Come over here.
Dude, we're looking for a location.
Yeah, Aloha Bunt, dude. Hala Park, whatever. Do something in
get it.
town.
Yeah.
Let's just do it right. Do it right all year round. Let's
That'd
do
be
it.
awesome.
You've got mail.
Welcome back to the post office, brought to you by our good friends over at Dickey's Skateboarding. Quality workwear since 1922, from the work site to the streets. Ain't nobody keep you fitted like Dickey's, man. All right, Ghost, the last edition of the post office for this season. You know exactly where we're starting. This guy's been flooding the post office all season. I feel like he's in here every episode. This is his last question. Let's set it.
All right. Do you guys still edit the audio? Oh, it's from Waylon Petramul, if I even had to say that. Do you guys still edit the audio, then send it to Ants, or is it a different process now that you're the #1 fastest growing segment on YouTube? Looking for some behind the scenes knowledge.
The answer is no. We don't edit it. We try to do the post office and rundown as uncut as possible nowadays. Just record, post. You get the authentic D Jones and the Ghost. There have been a couple scares, a couple things we thought were off the record, but maybe weren't or whatnot. But you guys are getting raw and uncut these days, man. That's how it is.
Yeah. So Ants takes care of the intro post office rundown, and Richie Valdez, our new legend behind the scenes, handles the interview now. So we're pretty hands off once we record, which was always the goal, and couldn't be happier with the whole system and team behind the scenes these days, man. Killing it. And
Dude, shout out to
you're wondering, yeah, Jay Burrow's behind the scenes. He's making the Bunt video, so he's very much still Bunt family. So all is well over here, man. Thanks for asking.
All right, next up, we have a question from Cody Harrison. What up, boys? I was feeling nostalgic and went back and listened to the Bobby de Kaiser ep and gotta ask, has Dono completed a bar hop yet? And what are the odds we get another Bobby ep? I appreciate all the hard work you guys do, and thank you. No to the bar hop. I don't think that will ever be achieved. I mean, actually, it's possible, I guess, if the right one ever came along. It's definitely not going down in Toronto. I'd say the odds on that are probably like 1 in 4 at best that I achieve a bar hop.
You just got to be willing to travel to the right one, man. I scouted my 2 out, one in Calgary. That one it's pretty butter, but like it's still like kind of scary.
That one's big.
Yeah, it's not like big to get over, but it's like you gotta fucking run, push. Like Kevin Lowry, the legend, fakey ollied it or half cab, I believe. So like you could ollie it, but you just gotta go there. And I know you ain't.
I'm not going
on a
back
flight
to
just to do that. And then there's one that guaranteed you could do, but I don't think you're going to Shanghai either. The one I switch ollied is fucking tiny.
Dude, you never know, because we got some golden tickets coming up these days that it's possible might finally find myself in Asia somewhere, and I could maybe do one over there.
Yeah.
And the odds of another Bobby ep are 0. It's not gonna happen. He's so over it, like beyond over it. I think the fact that we got that one was unreal, man. So if you're feeling like you need to listen to us have a chat with Bobby, we already did it, so go back and Listen to that one.
I saw Bobby today walking his dog. Shoutout. All right.
Talk to him?
No, like across the street. Little wave.
Should have interviewed him.
Yeah, just secret. Put my phone on record.
Yeah. That'll go over real well.
Next up, we got an interview. We got an email from Julian Brion. I don't know. Julien Brion. Let's try it. Let's say that. The Ghost Soundboard. Hey guys, this is the official Seifa Benson, aka the Ghost Soundboard email the people needed. I would like to request Seifa to say the following iconic phrases that have given this podcast a special place in our hearts. I guess I should just say them all. Fuck, man, I don't have energy right now.
Dude, it's the last step. You gotta find it.
Yeah, all right.
Usually we record way earlier, but we got
no.
evening up today.
I should crack a beer still. A down de middle.
That was good.
This one I don't know because there's so many variations over the years, but let me just hit you with a few. Stall.
Oh God.
Stay. I think that's the one I use more these days, but I don't really use them that much. And then, my main man, Gente Peña, aka Michael Peña. And then, I don't know if we've ever, Ants, can you put in for the people? I don't know if it's ever been in there. The original where I got this from, DJ Khaled. I do up there.
Okay, let's move on to the elliptical.
Oh, yeah. This is my thing. Ain't nobody the king of elliptical. DJ Khaled is the king.
Okay, we'll see.
I do up there. I hope you're ready for this one.
And then a green can. All right, so I hope
green can is dope.
Yeah. Soundboard complete. And then Donna, what is your favorite one to Seifa? Your favorite one Seifa's ever done? Have we heard it before? If not, let's hear it for the people. Cheers, Julian. And he sent a picture. I can't remember where this is, but definitely remember you boys. Meeting you guys at the Bunt Jam. Fucking legends. And then I'm guessing that was one of the after parties. I could see Rowan behind us. Maybe apartment. I don't know.
I didn't even look at that. That's got to be apartment, dude.
Some legends. That might be Montreal.
DJ
man.
table.
I don't know. Oh yeah.
Nah.
The brick there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dead giveaway. And he's got the Andrew collab shirt on. Well, one of them does.
But yo, look.
That's an epic.
I've got the
photo.
I've got the beer koozie from
the
Detroit
koozie. Boom. Oh, so it's Montreal then, yeah? You carried that thing around in Gory Challenge?
I did bring that in my pocket, man. But I met these dudes at the Bunt Jam in Toronto the summer before, and they're hella nice dudes. And then bumped into them again. That's right. Definitely turned as fuck. The photo's all blurry. Says it all. Love it. Thanks, guys.
Nice. All right. Keep it moving. Next up, we have a voice note followed by an email. So let's take a listen to the voice note real quick.
Yo, what's poppin', Bunt? I got a couple quick questions and then a follow-up to one of the questions I'd asked last week regarding sports betting being rigged, your thoughts on it, whatever. I don't want to hear no motherfuckers arguing that it's not rigged when the goddamn Dolphins, 2-7, take out Josh Allen and the Bills. Josh Allen throwing for over 300 yards. Not a single point in the first half. 13 to 30. 96% of the fucking money line bets are for the Bills. Come on now. Steph Curry playing for over 20 minutes. 1 3-pointer. 11 points? I want to know. How much is that motherfucker getting paid? What are you getting paid for throwing points? Come on now. All right, so the Bunt video, I know you guys are probably getting hounded about it, whatever. I just want to know, all I want to know, can your boy buy a hard copy? Is the Bunt video going to be on DVD? I want to know. And then I'd like to hear one of the most memorable moments, something you're never going to forget from a road trip. When you were younger, recently, I know you guys have been getting out of Canada filming for the Bunt video. I want to know, what's one thing you're never going to forget? And then recently, I was thinking, from the days where I was skating every day, no responsibilities, just really getting it. What's some good bunts? And then I thought about it. I got 2 homies, love these dudes. Rippers, straight rippers. Same spot, 2 different times. One of them, Sal, tried to front side flip this shit. Just couldn't commit. Kick out, kick out, kick out. And then he lands back on it, splits. Session's over with. Done. And then Dallas. Great skater, but when shit was not going his way, known crash out. If you want to say it like that. Boy would freak out. Even on warm-ups when he wouldn't, But he tries varial heel flipping this shit. Throwing his board, chipping it to shit, freaking out. Session's over with. Gave me the deck. He just done with it. Anyways, man, as always, appreciate what y'all do. I'm glad I figured out voice notes because, emailing was just couldn't get around to it. All this shit and typing. Come on now. But, word up. Peace.
All right. So as if that voice note wasn't long enough, he wrote back later that day. Just saying that he realized that he left out the parts of the stories that were the actual bunts. They claimed tricks, did not stick them. So they were still bunting. Anyways, I think, yes, we agreed on the sports betting being rigged. Correct?
Yeah, but not like the stuff,
not all
like
of it.
The Bills winning, or the Dolphins winning. Like, that's not rigged to me. That's just the beauty of sports. Yeah, and Steph's fucking 37, dude. Like, he's not gonna put up 30 a night and 5 threes a night. But yeah, whatever. He clearly lost some money to those legs, but it's all good.
Yeah, Bunt video hard copy. It's possible. It's possible. We haven't even thought about that yet, so we'll get back to you on that one. And then road trip story. Just while listening to you talk about the bunts, I came up with 4 or 5 memorable road trip stories, but we'll try to keep it to just one. Do you have one that you'd like to share?
Yeah, you go first if you have one already.
Well, my first thought was one of our original Bunt trips with Vans. We did a live show in Barcelona with the Sour homies, Oscar Candon, legend, and the Bunt boys had 2 hotel rooms. It was me and Seifa were in one, and then Ant's one behind the scenes, roomed with the good homie Devin Guinea. And if you've ever met these two, they're polar opposites. And Devin, he stays out late at night. He indulges in the booze a little bit. Ant's one, living life on the healthy side, getting to bed early. So it was a little bit of a yin and yang situation. And Ant's one went to bed early one night. And Devin shows up in the wee hours of the morning, coming in the room probably as loud as a bull in a china shop. Ant's one woke up, but pretends he's sleeping. Says that Devin sits down in the bed, screams fuck, and then throws a beer can at the wall, and then leaves the room. And then,
shit.
Obviously, later on in the trip, Antoine comes to me and Seifa and says, "Man, please, if we go on one of these trips again, I can't room with Devin." And that was their only time they ever roomed together. Obviously, didn't work out. Both great guys in their own right. And shout outs to both Devin and Antoine. That's one that first one that popped into my head.
That was fucking gold. I think that was our fault, trying to mix and match the rooms properly, and then just like, oh yeah, Ants and Dev, not thinking about it fully, how different they are. So our bad on that. Quick one. I was thinking more actual road trips, so driving, but I went, had so many epic road trips with Mitch, and just remembered one funny part when we were driving back from Miami to Toronto in the winter, and started the day, beautiful day on the beach. Yeah, stopped at a gas station, saw an alligator, it's fucking butter. We're switching back and forth, but we decided to do the drive in one straight shot. So we were taking turns sleeping in the night, and then I just remember Mitch was asleep, and we're in Pittsburgh in a snowstorm, between two mountains, so sketchy, so much snow, slippery and shit. And I'm just driving, and Mitch wakes up and just looks around, and he's like, "Holy fuck, slow down." I was going so dangerously fast, but I had no one to check me, to be like, "Yo, you're actually insane right now." So I gave him a heart attack when he woke up, and then I slowed down. But it was just the shock of going to bed, and it's still sunlight out, and probably the weather was way different to waking up in the mountains in Pittsburgh in a snowstorm. Love you, Mitch. Hopefully some more road trips this summer. All right. Next up, we got a question from James Kerrigan.
Hey guys, this is James from Montreal, and just wanted to say thank you for making the podcast. Been listening to it forever, and I would just re-listen to an old one with Chuck, and I had forgotten about that story about the short little rail, and it just that's such a funny story because I used to skate. Leon's older brother is my childhood friend, and we used to skate his basement all winter and skate the shit out of that little rail. And so it was just funny to hear it about the rail on the Bunt. Anyways, Seifa, I know you work in movies, and now the weather is complete shit in Montreal, and I've just been chilling at home and watching a lot of movies. And I was wondering, are you into movies? Do you watch a lot of movies, and do you know a lot about them? And if so, could you hit us with maybe 2 recommendations of movies that maybe would surprise? It would be surprising that you like these movies or something. Just 2 deep cut movies. And Dono, if you like movies too, feel free to give some recommendations. But I'm looking for some deep cuts. Nothing too obvious. And also, if any of you guys have a letterbox, please let us know your handle so we can know what you're watching. Anyways, thanks guys. Peace.
Okay. James, thank you for the email. That's epic. Maybe I never made this clear. I don't work on movies. I work on commercials, which is way more sad and lifeless of an industry. I have worked on a couple movies back in the day. Nothing worth, even mentioning. But I'm not a movie buff either. And I'm actually sorry. I listened to this voice note the other day, and I meant to take 10 minutes to really put together a solid list for you, and I fucking completely forgot. But I do, if you listen to the pod, I love me some Korean TV shows and movies and shit. So I do have a little list of Korean stuff that I recommend. So this isn't my like top 5 of all time or anything, but a couple movies that I think pretty much anyone that's down for subtitles, because you can't watch shit dubbed, it's just disgraceful. But The Man from Nowhere, amazing movie. I've watched it like three or 4 times. Ballerina, Night in Paradise, and Hell Dogs. I don't think Hell Dogs is Korean, but anyways, those 4 movies, I think I watched them all on Netflix. I don't know if they're all still available on Netflix, but highly recommend. Really fun, easy to watch, and no one does a revenge tale like the Koreans. So The Man from Nowhere, Ballerina, Night in Paradise, Hell Dogs. I'm not saying they're the best movies of all time, but you will enjoy them.
I think in our younger years, we would watch some of the same TV shows and there would be some overlap. But since the Bunt has started, our tastes have drifted in different directions. I don't have any deep cut movies, man. Like, I recently just watched all 3 of the Hangovers. Those were epic. You know, some good laughs.
Deep cut.
That's what I would recommend going back in on those, dude. But any of the, like, I like the Safdie brother movies. I think I have the new one coming out, Marty Supreme. Look forward to that. I watched Now You See Me today. Classic. Nothing special for me here, man. Just easy watching.
I actually I wasn't familiar with what Letterboxd is, and I still haven't looked it up, but I'm assuming it's something where you can follow each other and see what people are watching. I'm actually into that, so I'm going to sign up for that. And I don't know who's on there that I know. Hopefully it can tell you, but maybe next season I'll have a Letterboxd going and let me know yours.
All right, next up, we've got an email from Steven Figuerea. What up, Buntholes? Greetings from Long Beach. I sent this banger question into post office after week 2, but I guess it didn't make the cut. So I'm trying again because it's a damn good one. Are there any dream tricks that you've always thought were possible but haven't seen? And bonus question, who could you picture doing the trick? For example, Jamie Foy's most recent ender in Aftermath frontside half cab to back nose grind has been in my mind since I was a kid, but I never had the balls to try it. I always thought it was possible for a pro like Foy, and it was like a 15-year fantasy come true. A few other dream tricks that I don't think I've seen, but I'm sure a pro could do. Full cab Bennett grind seems right up Frankie Villani's alley. Front 180 to switch front feeble on a ledge. Gotta hold it, gotta be tweaked. Zach Wallen or Jamie Thomas maybe. And switch back Smith, switch front big out for Bobby DeKaiser or TJ Rogers. Curious what you guys have dreamt of in the past and who you think got it. Love the show. Thanks, Steven. Saw Bobby do switch back 5-0 front big, which was sick.
Yeah. I don't know how good that would look in a backsmith. The back 5-0 is the one for sure.
Yeah. Dude, TJ did that switch pop shove back nose grind revert in his new part that was crazy. And switch backside flip, switch front crook. Crazy little.
Of course, TJ's our guy, but I was surprised that was his last trick just because like I've seen that trick over the years.
Yeah, and also like TJ's such a go big guy. It was weird to see the part end on a little ledge.
I mean, that's an amazing trick, but like, I mean, he went back to fakie, but I swear I saw Carlos Icky do that trick in a random blurry ass video that it might have been like pre-YouTube. Like, I swear we were still in high school and me and Morgan were like mind blown because he was doing like nollie frontside flip switch crooks and that trick like fucking damn near 20 years ago. So that was surprising. But the switch back nose grind, switch shove back nose grind revert was incredible. Whole part was incredible. Shout out Teach. Bro, this is a funny email because I swear I've always I'm the kind of person who always loves suggesting tricks for people, especially our more talented homies who can do my dream tricks or I want them to do them. Like I always ask Morgan to do tricks or fucking Wade or whoever back in the day. And Morgan was always so stingy. He would never even try them because he was so like has to be precise with his routine. But I remember asking Morgan to do kickback tail kickflip to regs for years, which he for sure could have done. And he like, it's almost like he needed to see someone do it before him. I don't know if he's done it, but like, anyways. Fuck. Off the top, this isn't a dream trick of mine, but I would love to see it. I forget. We were having some sort of text debate of like fakie ollie, you know, fakie ollie switchback nose grind frontside half cab flip. We were like, I think it was that trick. We were like, oh, who's done it? And I was like, I'm pretty sure Tyler Surrey's done it. Or like someone did it and they were saying it was MBD. I'm like, no, Tyler Surrey's done it. Like Russ Milligan's done it. I'm pretty sure Bobby's done it. Yeah, because it was Bobby's ender. And I was just like listing off a few that had done it. And then I messaged Surrey. I was like, yo, you've done this one, right? He's like, yeah, it's in this part. I was like, I fucking knew it. And I was like, have you ever done it nollie? And he's like, no, but that would be pretty sick. So I still haven't seen that. It's probably been done, but nollie back nose grind, nollie backside flip would be a cool one. And let's give it to Surrey because you want someone to do it. Yeah.
That would be.
TJ could do that too. Speaking of TJ.
Yeah, I'm sure that has been done. It has to.
Oh,
like,
for
how
sure.
Many
I
MVDs you think are really left these days?
Oh, there's so many though. You just got to get crazy with it. You see the kid do switch 270 front blunt kickflip on the rail at P Rod's Park the other day. Like, there's tricks left for sure.
Maybe big spin, 180 nose grind front shove. We'll ask Bobby to do it.
Ooh, that'd be sick.
Lots of shove in there.
Yeah,
like I'm sure that's been done too. But yeah, I'm the same way. Like everything I can think of that would look good, Bobby can do. You know. So if I have a request, it will usually go to him.
Yeah.
But it's funny, lately we don't even talk about skating. He just like talks about the clothes the Maple Leafs wear into the games now. Like they removed the dress code in the NHL. So, and the like Maple Leaf Instagram always posts like what they're rocking on the way in. And he's like always like just getting on these guys. He hates their style, man.
Last one trick I had for years. Yeah, last one was nollie big spin, nollie frontside big spin, switch back 5-0. You could throw a back 180 out of there too.
Cool.
I've tried it a billion times. Haven't tried it in probably 10 years, but back in the day, all the time. Never got it. Kept getting into switch feeble, and I don't think I've seen it yet. I would still like to see that. Who could do that? Who's got TJ could do that. He could fucking do everything. I'll ask TJ to do it. All right.
What's your dream trick, man? Hold on. Time. What's your dream trick that you want to learn still?
That still?
You still want to do that
one? No. These days, I have one. What the fuck was it? Do you have one ready? I know I have.
Yeah,
one.
fakey tray switch Manny.
Oh, you've never done that?
Gotta do that.
You want to learn it while you film it? That's sick.
Yeah, so I only have to do it once. Sean Pablo style.
Yeah. Fuck.
And nollie 180 flip, switch Manny. I mean, the dream would be nollie 180 flip, fakey Manny, but I'm not even gonna bother pushing that.
That's funny. I was thinking that one too, but I have too much fear of the ankle roll on that one. I think I've bunted it a couple times. No real effort. Man, this isn't the one because there is one that I know I want. Just can't fucking think of it. But let's go with switch flip backsmith. I would love to do that on the ledge at least once. I got back 5-0. I got it to crook once. I got it to back tail, and never getting the switch flip back nose grind too, like properly balanced, is another dream trick. Yeah, we'll go with those two. Coming soon.
Dope.
We're getting younger every day. All right, last email of the season from JP.
Forever, dude. We're done.
Would you rather your kid push Mongo for life or be a diehard fan of your rival team? Dono, you could take this one.
Neither of these would bother me. Neither of these would bother me, man. Like, I don't care if he pushed Mongo, that's dope. Like, I don't think anybody actually does push Mongo for life, do they?
Yo, there's probably some people in some buttfuck nowheres that do, but not in the city.
Well, in that case, I would actually respect if he was a diehard fan of my rival team. That'd be dope. We have a nice little rivalry. Talking trash. I mean, his uncle for some reason bought him, didn't buy him, maybe stumbled across it. Sixer got him a Miami Dolphins winter jacket. So he's been walking around with a winter jacket with the Dolphins, and everybody, like not everybody, but people will be like, whoa, Dolphins. You know? And Dolphins, it was like the weekend that the Dolphins beat the Bills too, which is crazy. But that's all good. Sports is for that, man. Like, that's what sports is for. It's for talking trash with your friends. It's for playing fantasy. It's for cheering. And then losing is normal. You know, it is what it is. Like, you gotta take your L's, man.
Yeah. To me, it wasn't even close. Like, the Mongo for life is just, it's too dusty that you can't pull that off for more than like 6 months to a year. And the rival sports thing's not even the problem. That's just fun. That's just banter for life.
That's sick.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shit, man. Post office. It's a wrap. Thank you.
That's
Until next season.
We'll see y'all next season. thebuntlive@gmail.com. Welcome back to The Rundown, the Skateboard World Source for Sports, brought to you by NFL Canada. Officially the greatest season of The Rundown in Bunt history. Thank you to NFL Canada. A partnership that we hope continues to flourish and become better and better friends with the people over there at the NFL. Seifa, right where we left off last week, Rundown Survivor Pool. You tied it up, man. And just as everybody thought. Our NFL knowledge is exactly equal.
Yo, what was it again?
You picked Rams over Seahawks, and then I picked Lions over Philly, which was two really close ones. I think the Seahawks missed the game-winning kick, right? And then, that Philly defense, man, they might be the worst 9-2 team of all time. Everybody for the last 3 weeks been all over the Eagles, and all they're doing is holding people to like under 10 points and winning big games. And just because their offense isn't flashy like Sam Darnold or whoever, they're getting no love. But I think it's clear that Philly's at least a top 3 team in this league. Like, there's no question to ask. Like, they're beating tough teams.
Yeah. It's nasty. It's hard to watch. And I hope it comes back to bite them in the playoffs like it did a couple years ago, man, when they had a crazy good record Baker. And they just ran into Baker. But damn,
that's the problem.
We gotta settle this. Even if we're not coming back next week, we need to pick at least one more time.
Oh, you want to go one more? All right.
Yeah.
Bust out the schedule then.
Yeah. Yo, just for that off season. Fucking.
All right, here we go.
Are we doing it like how we did last time, where we pick for each other, or?
No, we can just go back to normal.
Pick our own team. Okay.
Pick your own team.
Have I picked? Damn, it's tough now because we've picked a lot of the good teams. Have I picked the Ravens yet? Yo, give me the Ravens.
You have not picked the Ravens.
Easy-ass ones.
You got Ravens and Jets. Okay. We'll just continue this the whole regular season, then. And I will take... I'll take the Seahawks. Coming off a loss.
So obvious.
Going to Tennessee. They'll get the job done. Okay, a little bit of fantasy before we get into it. I want to do an NFL season rapid fire with you, but we'll save that for the end. We love fantasy. One of the worst fantasy seasons of my career, fighting for my life in absolutely every week, was mounting a comeback in the Costin League, and then Jesse Alba just ruined all of that. Favorite draft pick this year? Someone who surprised you, or maybe just a stud that, you know, got the job done week in and week out. And then least favorite draft pick. So your personal MVP and LVP of the season.
I'll go with MVP Emeka Egbuka. I think I got him in 3 leagues out of the 4 I'm in. And he went nuclear those first 5 or 6 weeks, kind of fallen off up and down. He had a hamstring thing and hasn't been quite as beast since, but still, when you're drafting him in the later rounds, it's huge. Got him in the 10th round in our keeper league. And then the bunt of pain for me has got to be RJ Harvey, because I think I drafted him in 3 of 4 leagues as well, and he was pretty much unusable all season. And even this week, he finally got the starting job, had a really tough matchup, but 61% of the snaps. So he's just got such a tough schedule left that, like, even if he is a beast, it's going to be hard to show it. But I'm hoping for big things against Washington in 2 weeks.
This was his blow-up week. His blow-up week was possible last week, bro. He doesn't... They're playing some guy McLaughlin over him. I never even heard of this guy. Like, my season's on the line.
Snaps. You just vultured the
my season's touchdown on the line, and I need it from Harvey, man. And Michael Wilson's going crazy. Anyways, fuck him. My LVP, BTJ. Brian Thomas Jr., you fat, slobbily Jabba the Hutt. Couldn't get anything done. I mean, an absolute lifeless performance from him and Trevor Lawrence. The train of optimism in Jacksonville has got to end. I know they beat the Chargers this week, but it is god-awful football to watch. It's just awful, man. When I drafted that team and I had Jamar Chase and BTJ in that number 2 spot, I thought that was locked and loaded. I'm like, I might need to find a wide receiver 3, but I still got Devonta Smith. We're going to be all right. And BTJ, you sick son of a bitch. That's the LVP. MVP, I mean, all my teams are losers this year, so I don't really have an MVP. But Drake May, I had Burrow. Burrow went down, so having Drake May as the backup in that league at least gave me something slim to cheer for.
So I'll just go through my whole draft because it's a bunch of LVPs, but in the Costin League, if we're going to call it that, on draft day, I thought this was my best team by far. I'm planning for a bye in the first round. I'm currently in last place, I think. Derrick Henry, took him over CMC. So pissed. BTJ, number 2. Amari and Hampton, number 3. Jaden Daniels, number 4. So my core is done. And then, you want to go to 5? James Conner, out for the season after a couple weeks. Tetaroa, that's whatever. Rice,
dude.
But my team's so bad that I needed Rice. I couldn't afford the 6 weeks without him. Matthew Golden, piece of trash. Jordan Mason, dude, absolute scrub. Braylon Allen, out for the year, or whatever, most of the year, backup anyways. Keon Coleman, such a scrub. Quinshawn Judkins was a pleasant surprise for a bit, playing not great. Kyle Pitts, garbage. Ollie Gordon, Jalen Coker, or on draft day, I thought I was him. You know what I'm saying? But hindsight 2020, one of my worst drafts.
Dude, another one. Justin Jefferson, dude. What an absolute letdown. The skill and the talent is there. And there's nothing worse than bad quarterback play when you got the wide receiver. Fantasy, rough year all around. It's not pretty, but unfortunately, we'll be back next year. My seasons are over, so like we're 4 weeks away from the playoffs, and I'm talking about next year.
Ben had you on tilt. I'm glad to hear you're back. The other last week or the week before, Donald lost by 1 yard. I woke up to a text in a must-win, his season on the line. I woke up to a text in the group chat saying something along, well, lost by 1 fucking yard. Mark my words. I'm fucking done next season.
I might quit that league. That league is league's on life support as well. That league is Keon Coleman in real life form. The money league, they call it. Fucking joke. All right. Anyways, we could do one more fantasy question if you want. Actually, predict your league winner for the teams heading into the playoffs. Ooh. Who's that one player you think is going to go absolutely haywire for the last 6 to 7 weeks?
This isn't necessarily what I believe, but it's what I hope, because I just acquired him in 2 leagues. We're going Bucky Irving, baby. Just traded for you in 2 leagues. Don't let me down. He's got a nice fantasy playoff schedule. I need you, bruv. Because Donald fucking traded our boy fucking Adam, Josh Allen, and Trey McBride. His only 2 weaknesses were QB and tight end. And he gave him Josh Allen and Trey McBride to try and revive his shit team that's going nowhere. And he created a monster. Everyone projects like 90 to like 96 in that league. And now he's projecting 112 a week, for fuck's sakes.
See, now everybody wants to trade with me because I'm giving up pieces trying to save my life and acquiring 4 bad people for 3 good people. I don't know what. The math was working at some point there. Yeah, I say league winner could end up being Travion Henderson. Depends what happens if Ramondre comes back. Because if Ramondre comes back and it's some sort of awful split, it's not going to work. But if we see Travion as a workhorse, then I don't think it's even going to be close.
Yeah, but we all know whether it's Vrabel or Belichick, they just love not having a workhorse back in New England. And I saw that Ramondre is back, supposed to practice this week, so we'll see. But yeah, Travion, electric, man. I can't believe they took them that long to fucking give him the touches.
Yeah. All right. NFL rapid fire coach of the year.
Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, Vrabel or whoever's in Indianapolis. I have no idea who the coach is there. Or I think her name's Carly Isray. The
biggest boss.
She's on the sidelines with the headset on. Good for her.
Oh, yeah. I gotta
comeback player of the year.
Our boy. Hold on. I gotta expose our boy right now, real quick. Beloved Ty James, our boy on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Bro, the biggest loose ball. He's a soccer fan. He doesn't know really much about football, but little did I know he's one of those internet trolls. And I'm just, when you're just like bored and going on Insta, and like this is preseason, a thing came up, like a meme came up of her, and it's like Carly says she's going to be on the sideline with a headset, and then I just clicked on the comments just for a little dose of like negativity, just to see what all the people are saying. Who do I see? I see Ty James comment 0-17 coming real quick when some laughing faces. I was like, Ty James, what the hell? Dude, I completely forgot about it. And then next thing you know, they were like 7-1 or something. And then I like sent it, or maybe I saw it when they were 7-1 and it was an old thing. But either way, I called them out. I was like, yo, what the... Why are you writing that, first of all? And second of all, they had the #1 record in the NFL at the time. I'm like, Ty, you're so cooped out on this, bro. He's like, I don't know shit about football. I'm like, so why the hell are you commenting 0-17? Yeah. Sorry, next question.
The next question was comeback player of the year.
Fuck. Who the fuck was injured last year, man? You got one?
Injured or just had a bad year? Well, the obvious answer is Daniel Jones.
Oh,
From
yeah.
absolute purgatory, Daniel Jones finds himself in a hell of a spot.
Oh, okay. You got Daniel Jones. I'll give it to Travis Etienne. I thought he was just who the fuck cares? He's dust, irrelevant, and he's been a solid RB2 pretty much all season.
Rookie of the year.
Damn. I'll go on offense. I'll go with Egbuka. Or is there a QB doing something? Let's go with Emeka Egbuka.
Yeah, you could even say Tatario, considering what he's getting done in Carolina. That's not an easy place to have success.
Bro, don't kill me with your fucking names, bro.
That's close, dude.
That might have been worse than Gronk's, dude. Did you just say Tatario? His name's Teteroa McMillan, bro.
Tatario's fine, dude.
Oh my god.
I'll give it to him, and we'll keep it moving. I was trying to think if I was gonna say I could have been Hampton before he went down, but
yeah, he was looking good. Fuck. And on defense, probably Jalen Carter. Other than getting suspended like a dumbass, like this guy just makes plays that it just seems like unfair how powerful he is at that size. Is he not? Oh, is this his second year? Jalen Carter?
He won the Super Bowl last year. Yeah.
Oh fuck, my bad.
Yeah. Offensive player of the year.
They never want to give MVP to running back, so we got to give him this award. Jonathan Taylor. Fucking, he's on a bye, but the last time I saw that fool fucking 50 feet from me, he went for like 300 yards damn near and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, this one's easy. It's got to be Jonathan Taylor. They got to give it to him. Maybe even give him the actual MVP because there is no quarterback above and beyond going crazy. Could have been Puka if he didn't miss those couple games, but obvious answer, Jonathan Taylor. Defensive player of the year?
Bro, I think he sacked fucking Lamar 4 times yesterday. Kept that game close the whole time, like way closer than it should have been. Let's go Myles Garrett, man. I think, is he reigning? No, was it Pat Surtain last year? We'll go Myles Garrett.
I don't know. I was going to say Pat Surtain until he got hurt. He was absolutely unstoppable, man. That Denver Broncos defense is unreal. There was someone on Seattle. The Seattle defense looked great in that loss last night. I forget his name. I don't really watch the defensive side, man. It's hard to keep track because all we're focused on is offense. But especially the Seattle defense as a whole has been incredible.
Yeah. We took IDP out of our fantasy league, so like just so quick to forget all those dudes' names.
Yeah. Yeah. 2 actual Super Bowl contenders, one from the AFC, one from the NFC. Basically a Super Bowl prediction. This is your last chance to get it right.
All right, let's go with the Los Angeles Rams against the... Fuck it, man. This is the year. The pressure's off after going 1-5. We're not talking about them relentlessly like we have in the past. The Baltimore Ravens and the Rams win.
Yeah, the problem with Baltimore is their defense is awful. They let the Cleveland Browns hang around in that game. The AFC is just... I got no idea who's going to win that, man. Like, I just don't believe that Bo Nix can get it done in a big game.
Yeah, or Daniel Jones.
Patrick Mahomes looks like he might miss the goddamn playoffs, which would be absolutely insane. I mean, yeah, if the Bills or the Ravens don't get there this year, I don't think they'll ever get there. You know, like it's that open. It should be the two of them at the end. But obviously, I'll go with Buffalo. I mean, I should pick the Patriots, but I'll go with Buffalo and Philly. Like, they just know how to win. The only way they could get into trouble is if a team somehow put up a lot of points on them. They would have a hard time getting back in that game, but the defense looks so good that I don't think it's even possible. Fraud of the season could be a single player or a team. Who is a team with a like overinflated stats or record that you truly don't believe in?
Oh, it's gotta be one quick glance at the standings. It's gotta be the Chicago Bears, man. 7-3, but every week as you're watching on Red Zone or whatever, you're just like, oh, they're about to lose again. Like, they're trash. They can't get out of their own way. And all that, like, all those years of being cursed finally, like, reversed for this one season where they're blocking field goals to win. They're kicking field goals to win. All types of insane plays happening in their favor, and they're somehow 7-3. That's a quick first round exit thing, man. Like, they're not real contenders at all.
Yeah, this Bears season reeks of the Minnesota Vikings last year, where they're going to have all the fun in the world for the first 17 weeks, and then it's going to come crashing down on them real quick. But, you know, good for them. Enjoy it while they're having fun. For me, it's got to be Green Bay. For some reason, since the beginning of the year, these guys have irked me, man. And like, they argued last week on First Take that Jordan Love is a no-doubter top 10 quarterback in the league. And I'm like, how are they all agreeing that this is like a no-doubt thing? Like, can we go through the quarterbacks real quick? Obviously, Mahomes, Hurts, Allen, Action Jackson. Then who else we got that would be
Drake May?
Drake May, Matt Stafford. We're already at 6. And I just...
Justin Herbert.
Yeah, he could be.
Baker
that's
Mayfield.
Arguable. Yeah, Baker, Dak. I would take Dak over him.
How many?
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow. Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels 11. Maybe a healthy CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
Like. Oh, did we say Jared Goff?
No, yeah, bro. Top 10 is pushing it.
That's what I mean, man. And he's shown that, like, he struggles in those big games. Like, I mean, Goff struggled against Philly, but so did Jordan Love. So for me, it's the Green Bay Packers. Fraud, man. Absolute fraud. They could easily have a losing record. I just don't see them as formidable as people think.
Yeah. He reminds me, I was pretty high on him 2 years ago. He went crazy to end that first season that he took over as starter. And then he's kind of come back to earth the last 2 seasons. But he reminds me, he's not as loose as Trevor Lawrence, but he has moments of greatness like Trevor Lawrence, and then moments of like, what the hell are you doing? Like, I just want that steady presence. Like, yo, Drake May
that's Drake.
Yeah, he's just pretty fucking steady. Like, last year he was a little more loose. It's his second year, and he's just like, now I watch him and you like expect him to drive down the field and either get 3 or 7. Like, very Brady-esque. Yeah, Jordan Love's fucking loose, but yeah. Okay, so we got the Bills and Wait, you want Bills and who? And Philly?
Eagles.
I would want neither team to win that. One of those just ended in a tie. And then I got Rams, Baltimore. I love it.
Either of those are great. And then, oh shit, I had one more question. Slipped my mind. In a season where we've been blessed, you know, you've been to more NFL games this season than ever. More to come as well. Favorite moment? Doesn't have to be from a game you were at, but just favorite NFL moment so far this season. Like, what was the one thing that brought actual happiness to you?
Damn. That's crazy. Do you have one? Because I gotta think on that.
Yeah, I have a very special one, actually. I'm just gonna bring it up so I don't butcher the stats. It's gotta be going down to Cincinnati. I thought we would see Joe Burrow, but we still got to see my main man, Jamar Chase, who I've had since a rookie in our keeper league. 23 targets, 16 receptions, 161 yards and a touchdown, plus the win. And I was in the building. That was unreal to see Jamar Chase absolutely go to work, because he's a boomer bust wide receiver. Anybody who's had him in fantasy knows he's either dropping 30 or he's dropping 3. There isn't much in between for him, and this was one of those 30 bangers. That was awesome.
Yeah, damn. From the games we went to, unfortunately, my Steelers lost, and then my Chiefs lost, and then, I mean, I was rooting for the Colts because it was fun,
but really.
Yeah, that was just like just there because I'm in Berlin. But I am going to LA tomorrow, and it would be sick to go. You know, Frost has that plug to the fucking SoFi shit.
Supposed to be one of the nicest stadiums in the league, man. State of the art.
Well, I might make some calls, see if the boys can make some calls, see what we can cook up for. Is there
an LA Bucks game next weekend?
Bro, of course, you know I looked it up. It's the Bucks at the Rams Sunday night prime time.
Oh God, bro! You gotta find a way.
Yeah, we'll find a way.
You gotta find a way.
But there, it's like those are just two teams I respect. I wouldn't really have a big lean either way. But seeing Ibuka would be sick, and seeing Puka, that could be really fun. Favorite moment? I'll just go with going to Buffalo. A whole day, just me and you, was fucking incredible. Picked up early, party bus, got epic fucking
what a day,
tailgate, the private tailgate, and then 10th row. Game didn't go the way I wanted, didn't even get one Mahomes touchdown, but just that whole experience was, I'll just say, Bills Chiefs the whole day was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Okay, I have 2 more questions. We're going to end off in like the most classic NFL media. Who's your current MVP? Yada, yada. But this is a good one. What is your team of the future? Like a team you see on the rise that, maybe some turbulence this year, or maybe they're having a great season like the Patriots. Is this something the Patriots will continue? If you said the Bears probably won't, but like, what are you looking forward to?
All right, as I look at the bottom of these standings, man, Tennessee going nowhere fast. Giants, some excitement, but can't be trusted. Saints, nothing. Cleveland, Jets, trash. Raiders, trash. Jeez, man. Washington, huge step back. Atlanta, Penix might have busted his knee. Bengals, ass.
Houston, maybe?
Bro, that's really kind of the only one, man. Like, as far as, like, yo, it was supposed to be Minnesota. And JJ McCarthy, in our other league, we're all obsessed with Stacks getting a QB and a receiver, and that was like the big joke at the draft.
That ain't the one.
And I went JJ and JJ. I'm surprised I'm even fucking alive in that league with that fucking garbage stack. I would love, dude. Houston's like the only answer, like up and coming, but like
because they have a great defense.
Yeah, they really do.
I feel like
they need an O-line.
Yeah, Stroud's been a little iffy, and no Mixon to mask the O-line was tough. Like Chubb is a shell of his former self. Sad. And then Woody Marks is Woody Marks. But Mixon would have helped a lot this year. But for me, you overlooked them. The New York Giants.
Okay.
The New York Football Giants. If they get healthy, the excitement of Dart with Scatabo and Malik Neighbors, man, that's a trio. A young trio that could grow together. Dart's got to protect himself a little bit more. You know what I mean? They're going to get a new coach. I like that they fired the coach. They're going to get someone new in there. The New York Football Giants intrigue me, man. I think that's a hell of a trio.
I like that. I'll go with the Minnesota Vikings, and I don't know what they do. I don't know what they do, but no, I'll go with the Texans. Fuck it, because I just think they're an O-line away, which is not like you can't just like get an epic O-line overnight, but like I think they're close to being elite, and their division's been ass for years. So I think they could like dominate that. We'll give them another shot next year, man. Fix your fucking O-line, Houston. I drafted Nico Collins
Also, the Panthers,
in every league too. This fucking guy's got no time to throw.
Like, he can't get open. There's not enough time to get open. The Panthers could turn it around. Bryce Young's been looking better. Rico, they got the young wide receiver. I don't know how to say his name. And then there was one other team. Oh, the Cowboys could be much better than they are. You know, they're fine on offense. They got holes elsewhere. Fix the holes elsewhere. The Cowboys could do something. But who is more likely to take a step back next year? The Patriots or the Colts?
I would say the Colts,
even throw the Broncos in there too.
The Broncos too, like they're fluky, man. Some of those wins were disgusting. They're pretty fraudulent, 9-2. Second place, I would say Daniel Jones, man. He's so bad at times still. So I think that's a little fraudulent, and I think I think the Patriots are ascending, man. Like they're going to be scary. They got a couple more serious receivers over there. Like they're a nice balanced team across the board.
Yeah, they got Diggs, but outside of that, like they don't really have that weapon, you know. And they got Hunter Henry; he does his thing. But like, yeah. All right, last question of the season. MVP in true first take form. This is the end all be all of sports conversation on ESPN. The NFL MVP.
So we got Drake May, we got Jonathan Taylor, we got Matthew Stafford. Bro, I think it's what I said last time, and I'm gonna say it again. Let's go with Drake May, man.
Drake May leading the league in passing, 2,836 yards, 20 touchdowns. It's got the Patriots first place. No one saw it coming. Hell of a pick. Dude, this is one of the most shocking things in sports this year, the rise of Drake May. But for me, it's time to make this a legacy award. He's never won it. One of the greatest quarterbacks over the last, whatever it is, 10, 15 years. It's time for Matt Stafford to get his respect. He's got his Super Bowl. He was stuck in Detroit for a long time. Blue-collar lifestyle in Detroit. Slanging the rock to Calvin Johnson. Matt Stafford, 2,557 yards, leading the league with 27 touchdowns. The Rams look like one of the best teams in the league. If they can continue, Matt Stafford finally gets that MVP. He deserves it, man.
I would love that. I wasn't watching too much football in his like fucking doom and gloom days in Detroit, but you gotta love when someone gets out of a tough situation, and he just seems like an all-around good guy. You never hear anyone say anything bad about him, but to put in all those hard years, make Megatron and himself Hall of Famers, and then to go get that Super Bowl, and then maybe get a fucking, I think he's my age, man, get an MVP at like 37. That would be just the icing on top, man. So I love that, but I'll go with Drake May for now, 9-2.
Let's see what happens.
Are we done?
Any last words? Oh,
yes.
Okay. We're done.
I do have some last words, just real quick. Yo, Ants one, bruv. You want to talk some shit? Yo, right now, Brandon Aubrey, I need 9 points from him to beat you. You're opening your mouth, and you're going to be editing this tomorrow. So who knows what will happen. But just in case you win, I don't really care about this week. It's all good. But if I win, that's right, you punk bitch.
That's
all
awful.
I gotta say.
All right. Y'all know where to find us. It's been a hell of a season. Massive shout out to all the guests, everyone behind the scenes. Again, as always, Ants1, Richie Valdez, you two doing it week in and week out. Can't get this shit done without you two. Y'all are the best. Jay Burrows always helping out whenever we need him. Morgan Smith on the day-to-day. That's the big dog right there getting the job done. And Ghost. Oh, and Davis for Random Skater. Can't forget him. And Ghost. It's been a pleasure. I can't believe we did it again, man.
Yeah, fucking behind the scenes, nothing but love. All the sponsors, all our friends we've met, and of course, the listener, the viewer, that's you. We do this shit for y'all, man. Thank you.
Peace.